5, 4, 3, 2. Should have been in the middle. It's all good. Hey, welcome back to episode 53 of Firing All Tuesdays. Today I'm joined by my two brothers, one in Christ and one by blood. So hello,
nice.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent and Ben. How's
Hello.
it going?
Buen dia.
How's it going, guys?
It's
Good, buddy. Yourself?
Good, dude. What'd you guys do today?
Did a little bit of tri training. My exercise physiologist flew down from Seattle. So
I know,
we could,
dude.
Like tune
so
in my
intense,
training
dude.
zones.
Just like fucking, like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna go fucking measure my heart rate today. I was like, me, hungover as shit. I was like, I'm just gonna go run in the rain. That's gonna be a good measure of my heart rate. Yeah, I guess, to each their own. You look like Iron Man hooked up to all that shit, dude.
Yeah, Tom sounded like Bane. He looks like Bane.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom's a unit.
Well,
Have you met Tom?
No, but it's Tom Hardy, so.
It's pretty close to the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so.
They're both
basically-
British, I think.
Okay, so that was boring as shit. Just kidding. Oh, how did you guys meet? Let's talk about that first.
This is a good
Let's set the
story.
scene. How did you guys meet?
It's a good story.
Take it away.
Where do we even start?
In the parking lot, I think. Are you I'm originally from Alaska, and Vince was coming over.
Was it
from
cold there growing up?
Obligatory,
Such
yes.
an asshole.
Yep. Every single day, yeah, we rode moose and polar bears to work, depending on what you were into. Some people were all about Team Polar Bear. Other
Wait,
people
seriously?
were about man, it's like a normal life up there. Anyway, I had applied for a job in Seattle. It turns out Vince had done the same, and so we arrived at this job. I think it was like August 14th, maybe 11th, somewhere in that time frame.
11th,
Yeah. So we get there,
Wow,
and
you're really specific.
I'm good with dates.
Got a memory.
Mhm.
Calendar dates, not the other kind.
Nice.
Not good with those. So we both met in the parking lot for this poorly labeled building, and we're like, "Are you here for our IRG?" Yeah, cool. Let's go inside. So we went inside, went upstairs, and we were all just like sitting in this waiting room. Me, Vince here, and this other guy. I think his name was John. I don't remember where he was from though.
Remember.
I think he was from. His name was John.
Did he quit immediately or what?
He had like a completely different job setting than us. I think he was there like for doing something like I don't even remember what he was there for.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we were there for onboarding, and so we're all sitting in this room. Hey, who are you? Where are you from? Where'd you come from? So I had driven from Alaska, and Vince had driven from Boston,
No, San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
I thought it was across country that time.
No, I went San Diego to Boston, Boston back to San Diego, and then I was working down here for the summer until I got the job.
Oh. So anyway, we'd both driven like a long distance, like 2 or 3 days or so to get to Seattle for this job. And so I was like, cool, like I just got here 3 days ago. He just got here 3 days ago. Nice. Where are you working? I think this one. Where are you working? I think this one. Nice. So we're all sitting in this room. And what happened next?
Is that when we met El Jefe?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Shout out Shannon O'Kelly. No free ads, but shout out Shannon O'Kelly.
Well, we didn't
Who's
say
that?
the
Is that
company, so we're
is that
good.
where you worked?
It
Or
was
is that a person?
no, that was the CEO of this company, but he's just this very loud, tall, animated guy. He loves what he does. He's the CEO of this physical therapy company.
Nice.
And we just hear this loud, large voice outside.
Okay.
And we had just been left, the hiring manager comes in, she like gives us, here, do this paperwork. And it
Mhm.
took, 2 minutes, and then she didn't come back for 10.
Mhm.
So we're all just sitting there like staring at each other. And then here comes Shannon O'Kelly.
That's so
And
awkward.
Props to him. He
Yeah.
wanted to introduce himself to his new staff.
Yeah,
but
true.
He's like a bull, man. He comes in and Shannon O'Kelly, hi, how you guys doing?
Very charismatic.
Yeah.
Like, was
And
just
you
like,
guys, have you guys been talking at this point or just sitting in silence?
It's kind of
just-
just like chit chat, like where are you from?
Small
all that
talk.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
stuff.
So you guys
Yeah.
were talking. You weren't just sitting there.
And he burst through the door, just
Nice.
like more energy and charisma than I was ready for.
Okay.
At like 9:05 in the morning.
Okay.
you
Yes.
know?
Where you're like, I haven't even had coffee yet.
Yeah.
I haven't even had coffee. Like I'm just like on onboarding. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why is this taking as long as it is? And
Yeah.
I'm
he
still
just,
trying to figure out how to do my I-9.
Yeah. I still don't know how to do
Am
that.
I a dependent?
Dude, I still don't know how to do that because last week I got my paycheck for one of my jobs and they're not taking out any state or federal taxes.
My brother, your father, shameless plug, is a
Tax man.
I know. And I texted him about it and he was
Assistant.
like, you need to fix that.
He's
And I
helped me
was
for
like,
the last
no
3
shit.
years. I'll send him some random number, be like, hey, like I got form like 450 line 1A. what am I supposed to do here? And he's like, oh, just so you know, like I'm a volunteer, so I may not know all the things, but here's my best guess. You should do this, this, this.
Also,
And then
what
he'll
we-
send you off 17 messages of everything you need to do.
And like 5 PDFs. What were we supposed to go do with him like last year? And he was like, sorry, I can't. I'm going to go do taxes.
Or we're going to the hockey game.
We were supposed to go to
We
a
were supposed to
hockey
meet
game.
up in LA.
And he's like, sorry, I have to do taxes. And I was like, no, you don't have to. Come to the hockey game with us.
Yeah.
That's who he is, dude. Just doing taxes.
You know,
Anyways,
he's a man of the people.
Shannon walks in.
Shannon walks in, tons of charisma. Shannon O'Keefe, how you doing? Big old handshake.
Like bear grip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like this tall, like very businessman, slick back hair, like Shannon O'Kelly, how you guys doing? Like, and it was like, whoa.
Those handshakes are always aggressive, dude.
Yeah.
And they're always like,
What kills
and they
me,
don't stop.
What kills me is like someone's going in for it, but they grab your fingers.
Oh,
Oh,
it
first.
hurts.
It's like, well, thank
Yeah,
you
it
so
hurts.
much. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. And then your handshake looks bitch compared to them
Yeah.
because you're like, you don't have any leverage to grab
know,
on.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah. So we're in there. Shannon bursts in, and then it turns out we were working in the same building. Pretty cool.
Nice.
We go downstairs to do, wouldn't you know it, more paperwork, and
No, that's when we went. Oh, I'm so excited for this story
yeah,
with
yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
That's how we met Rob.
that's how we met Rob.
Oh,
So
hell
Rob,
yeah.
Uncle Rob hired both of us.
Uncle
which was
Rob.
another thing that we had in common. So we're sitting down in this room doing more paperwork, and Rob's just sort of telling us how it is. Of like, look, both of you are probably very overqualified for this job.
Wow. A side note also, I totally forgot about, sorry, Rob, if you're listening to this, I totally forgot about Rob, but now I have so many things to say, even more to say, that I forgot
Nice.
to add here because of Rob.
Perfect.
Okay, keep going.
We keep rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rob was just, telling us how to fold towels and do laundry.
Yeah, and it's like you're like it'll probably pick up, but we're really slow right now.
Thanks, Rob. I'm 27.
Yeah,
Okay.
good. I'm glad I just got a master's to do laundry.
Yeah.
Should we paint the picture of who Rob is?
We can.
He likes Kansas, right?
Yeah,
He likes is an understatement.
I watched
fucking
this.
insult
He's
that is.
he's an aggressive sports watcher.
Yeah.
He likes Kansas.
Yep.
Loves Kansas.
Dude, we could just talk for the next 2 hours about Rob.
We could. Loves his wife. I'll say that.
Yeah, he does love
Heather's
his
a
wife.
saint.
I have a story about them.
Good.
I'm gonna tell it, and then if you want me to cut it out, I can cut it out.
Sure.
Well, let's stay in chronological order.
Yeah.
here.
Okay, fine, go.
Let's finish
Okay,
this
go.
up. So we're sitting
Great
in Rob's-
host, great
Rob's-
host work. I'm
Yeah.
terrible at that. If anyone has
You
listened
know
to this
what? We'll
podcast
ask
over
you
the
the
last year,
questions,
yeah,
too.
okay.
Yeah, actually,
All right, fine.
I brought like a card game that one of my clients gave me. That's a bunch of like increasingly more deep questions that we can ask.
Okay,
If you
cool.
want. Anyway,
Sure.
so we're sitting in this room.
Just start crying at the end of this podcast.
We could really touch a different level, touch a different audience. We're sitting in this room, and it's in August. So for those of you who are sports fans, you know that fantasy football is taking over the world. And so we're sitting in there, and Nikki, the office manager, bursts in and asks like, "Hey, do either of you do fantasy football?" And Vince and I just look at each other. What did we say, Vince?
No,
No.
I'm good.
And Nikki's like, seriously, you hired 2 dudes and neither of them do fantasy football? Do you guys just want to be on the same team together? I'm just like, I don't know. Like, is Brett Favre still playing? Like, I don't know who's in the league anymore other than like Tom Brady.
How pissed were they?
They
Rob
were
a
mostly
lot.
looking at they're pretty pissed at Rob
It's
because
just like, dude, you hired.
the whole all the staff in the clinic
Yeah.
did a group fantasy football, and then
They're
the
just like,
2 new
"Rob,
hires,
dude."
we were just like disgusted at the question.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Also, my first interaction with Nikki, she is lesbian, and I just very assumingly said, "Oh, what does your husband do?"
Oh.
And she goes, "Oh, well, actually, my wife." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, damn.
day one is off to a hot start."
If you worked at
Nice.
Google, you would have been fired immediately.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can I tell my Rob story?
Absolutely.
Okay. Again, I can cut this out if after I tell it, you're like, hey, we shouldn't put that in there. I can cut it. But I told you about it. It was at your wedding. Do you remember this?
Probably.
Do you remember what I'm gonna say or no?
No.
Okay. So me and Helena were waiting in line for the bathroom. And dude, fuck, this story is so wild. Okay. Also, keep in mind, I've met Rob in person maybe like twice at this point. We went like on your bachelor trip, and first of all, we were in the car for like 8 hours. It was me, him, and Ben, and we were just playing
Name that animal.
Yeah, name that animal.
Name the animal. Name that person. Name that like household appliance.
Also, what I've done since then, like whenever I play that game, I always do the rolling pin.
Nice.
That's Ben had the rolling pin, and we for like an hour we were like, Rob was getting so mad. He's like, I don't fucking know what object this is, dude. Just so pissed. And me being like, what is it made of? And Rob's just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. And then like he'd ask a question, he'd get it right, and he'd be like right back in it, like, locked in.
That's Rob, man.
Yeah. So
you're standing in line.
So we're standing in line at the bathroom at your wedding, and Rob and his wife. What's his wife's name?
Heather.
Rob and Heather walk out of the bathroom, and he was like, he made a comment about like me waiting in line with Helena. He's like, "Oh, you guys trying to go to the bathroom together?" And I was like, "No, like we're just like I'm just going separately." And wow, this story sucks because I kind of forget it. But I remember him making a comment about like he's like, "We just fucked in there," and I was like, "Rob, ew, dude, don't tell me that. I'm not gonna go do that, dude." I was like, also, this is a nice venue, dude. Like, wait for fucking 5 hours.
Fucking women's club, Rob.
Rob, wait. And Rob was like, oh, you guys were going to go do that? And I was like, no, dude. And he's
I
like,
legitimately have to pee.
I just have to piss, dude. But yeah, that's who Rob is, dude.
Nice. My first interaction in public with Rob was when we watched Kansas lose.
Oh, man.
That was
rough.
So Rob lived in Ballard, which was like a very cool, vibey old fishing town. A lot of cool bars.
Wait, he went to Kansas, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was just going to say. That
I didn't know that for years.
Yeah,
and I was like, why
same
is he
here.
so?
You thought he just
we
was
just
like,
thought he was like a well, he's from Kansas.
He's from
okay.
Kansas, but
So
then
we just
also
thought he
went
was
to,
like a
New Mexico.
He's from Florida, and he just like was like, you know what, dude, Kansas is. Well, also that's how he was with fucking. What's his football team? I mean, like, such a dumbass, dude. Such a dumbass, dude. It's just like, as a kid, was like, oh, I like the Jags. And
it's
then
a cool logo, and I like
then
the colors.
For the next fucking 20 years, has just been like suffering. Longer
Dude,
than
that's
that, like
why-
30 years.
That's why
How old is
Chase
he?
likes
54? 50 years? No, kidding, Rob. Rob, I love you. I'm sorry.
That's why Chase likes the
36.
Bucks, is because he thought they had cool helmets.
Dude, guys are so fucking dumb, dude. Guys are so stupid, dude.
Yeah, no. I also didn't know that Rob was a huge Kansas fan.
Absolutely not.
We just
Well, I
assumed
know
that
he's a
because
Kansas fan.
he
I
was,
didn't know that he went to Kansas.
or sorry, that he went to Kansas. We just thought that because he was from Kansas that he liked Kansas. But then I think it was literally like the year I moved away. I was like, wait, you went to Kansas? And he was like, yeah, man.
That's also how guys are, too. They'll just, like, know a guy for, like, 10 years, and then at the end, like, they'll be moving away after knowing them for a while, and they'll be like, wait, you went to school there? And it's like, how did you guys not talk about that for fucking 5 years that you were there?
So we met in Ballard for... This was honestly probably the first time I hung out with Rob outside of work.
I think so too.
And
Which honestly, sorry to keep cutting you off, the first hangout sesh outside of work with some of your coworkers is
so weird.
It's either like could go either like really weird or it's like really good. It's either hit or miss. It went really bad. Spoiler alert.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We watched. Was it the Final Four? Or was it the final?
It was the Final Four. It was Kansas against Villanova.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was like 3 p.m., maybe like Saturday or Sunday, and Rob was like, "Hey, we're going out for beers to watch the Kansas game. You're welcome to come." I was like,
Wait,
yeah.
sorry. Was it the Final Four or the final?
It was the Final Four, and yeah, it was Kansas and Villanova.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was I forget that one like Chicago team. It was like a 15
Oh.
seed that made it there. It was that same year. I think like Michigan beat them or something.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, with the old woman.
Yeah.
It was like Loyola, Chicago or something.
Yeah. So anyway, we meet up with Rob. He's already had some waters, a lot of waters.
3
at
sheets
this
to the
point.
wind.
And the game, I don't even think it started, or maybe it was halftime. I don't know, but somehow we ended up in like the community room of our other boss's apartment building, which is already like, okay, we were going to a bar and now we're here.
How did that get? Do you remember like how like someone pitched you was like, "Yo, we should go to like the community room in my apartment."
Well, I think
And
they
why was
changed
everyone-
the game, or
No, so Pidova had rented out like the top room.
oh, that's right.
Of like his apartment place, and it had like a kitchen,
Oh,
and like more
okay.
of like a cooler spot to be in. It was like rooftop, so you had like
Good
views of the
view.
city
I'm
or
thinking
whatever.
of like in the dorms freshman year, like how you have like your like little
It's getting there.
like living room.
It's getting there.
It's getting
Yeah, so we were up
'Cause-
there, and like we made like steaks and stuff like that.
Oh,
And then,
okay. That's
and
cool.
then- but another group came up, and they're like, "Oh, actually, we have this reserved at this time." And so we were trying to figure out a place we could go, and it turned out to be like essentially, like a community room. So it was like a TV and like 2 couches and like an extra.
No, it
large.
was the projector.
Oh yeah. Sorry, the project. Yeah. the projector, like 2 couches and like a coffee table.
Nice.
And at that point, like we'd all eaten like the main food.
Okay.
And so there was just like chips and avocado left. But if nobody remembers that game, Villanova like had a huge lead to start. So we're getting kicked out of this game kicked out of this room at the start of the game. And so like Rob's trying to watch it on his phone, and like he's trying to get like buffering and stuff in like an elevator.
Dude,
and
that's
every time
me.
it comes up, it's like Kansas is down like 9-0, 12-0, 15-3, 21-3. And he's just losing it like on his way to this community room, and like we're having a hard
Ben's got to like set up the projector and shit.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, so we like ended up downstairs in this community room, and we got invited for steaks and stuff, and I had like a steak, and then I was like I'm fucking starving here, dude. And so we were just like mashing this bag of tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips and salsa.
Yeah.
And, like Coronas.
Yeah. And then it just got to that, you know, when you go out and there's the point where you're like, dude, I don't need to be drinking anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I'll
not
stop.
even because I messed up. It was just like, this is not really a good time. Like, I don't need to be drinking anymore.
Yeah.
And Kansas is continuing to just get like, pummeled.
Oh,
Like, they're just getting worked the whole time.
God.
And I ended up calling Erica because I was like, hey, like, I'm pretty ready to be picked up. Like, we all know where this night's going.
Mm-hmm.
Rob's just getting more and more mad. I was going to look up the score, but it doesn't matter.
I'm going to look it up. I was just going to do that.
Yeah, Rob's just getting continually and increasingly more mad. And then one of the last things I remember before I said bye to everyone was Rob throwing empty beer cans at the projector screen because he was so fucking mad.
He was so mad. And and this is the first time I had met him or his at the time just girlfriend, Heather from San Antonio or Lubbock. I can never remember. I think it's San Antonio. She hates when I say Lubbock. Anyway, so
yeah,
like
2018.
Rob's mad and throwing beer cans at the TV, and he walks out of the room, and someone's like, "Oh, Heather, like, sucks that you have to go home with a loser," and me, not even trying to be slick, I was like, "Well, you don't have to." And people thought that I was hitting on Heather, and I was like, "No, like, you just don't have to go home with Rob. Like, you can go home by yourself. Like, you don't have to go home with a loser tonight. Like, it's up to you."
And meanwhile, we had been working at this place for like a week. This was like our first weekend in Seattle with this job.
So then how was Monday when you go to the office and Rob's just like you just saw your coworker like have a fucking public meltdown?
Well, fantasy football wasn't a topic, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, no. That was because it was March Madness. It was like in March. So we'd been there for
we'd
been there for like 6 months. So like enough to like, all right, I think I know who this person is. But we're not hanging out yet. Like we had done like a Christmas dinner as like a
Oh, you're
thing.
right. Yeah, my
But
timeline's
I don't think Rob was there for that one because I think that was like just in the clinic stuff. Like
So when was the next time you hung out with Rob after that?
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember, but he enjoys his sports. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
They lost 78-62.
No, that's K-State. That's K-State.
Hold on.
Midwest, right there. Up.
No, it's right here.
Oh.
They lost 95-79. Damn.
And
March
I'll
31st.
tell you what, it wasn't that close.
Damn.
Like it was bad.
Dude, I think I remember watching that game, and then we just like turned it off after the second half. We're like, this team sucks.
We could.
I wish we would.
Yeah, Rob.
Well, it's just funny thinking about like just two parallels. I was just like watching with a buddy. We're like, do you want to just like go somewhere else? And they're like, yeah. And then like you like it like fade cuts into like Rob, and he's just like chucking beers at the screen.
Dude, I think I like had to wait till he was done throwing a can so I could say bye to him.
That's so awkward, dude.
And then I got in the car and Erica was like, "You smell like beer and chips." And I was like, "Well, that's pretty much what I've consumed."
Yeah,
for the
dude, I
last
got
2
a
hours."
beer thrown at me because I rooted for the other team by my coworker, by the guy that hired me.
And it was tough because it was like you see this person like visibly upset. And
it just keeps getting worse.
It just keeps getting worse, and you know it's not going to be like the Kansas still sucks at this game, and nobody else in there is attached, and so they're just watching Rob fall apart as a person.
Yeah.
Okay, and it looked like it was going to be. I remember texting you about this. It looked like it was going to happen again in 2022.
So
they
sad
won?
that happened.
Yeah, they were down by 15 at half, and Rob was at the game.
Yeah, I know.
And I just
Yeah.
like texted Vincent, and I remember being like, "Dude, how is Rob right now? Like, is he?"
I asked him.
Did he punch the guy next to him already?
I asked him, like, how is your well-being at this moment?
Yeah.
Because like I was preferring North Carolina to win that game.
Really? You're
Yeah.
a sicko, dude.
Why? I mean, that's how I was raised. I was raised in just like other stupid sports stuff. I like that team because my dad liked that team.
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like, I want to see Rob implode.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
I want to
we
see
love
Rob.
Rob.
I want to
Like-
see Rob implode at the stadium.
No.
So I want North Carolina to win. So I was like,
a
you're a
little bit
sicko,
a little
dude.
bit of both. But I just asked him like, "How's your well-being?" And he's just like, "I'm not in a good place right now." And I think
It's like something one of your buddies sends you like right before they killed himself, dude.
Yeah, well, I had no idea that he was at the stadium. I thought he was just like watching it like an event, but no, like he got a ticket for that game, and so
Fuck.
he's like close to the North Carolina student section. Just
Oh my god.
he's like, I hate this. I hate everybody around me.
my
I'm
God,
not okay.
dude.
I'm not in a safe place. And then obviously the second half happened in a different way, and so Rob was happy, and I asked him, and
They reversed it.
They won by 3 points, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And then I think
It was in Louisiana, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was in New Orleans.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Did Rob
remember-
just like have a sick one the next day or what?
I FaceTimed
night?
him like 10 seconds after they won, and I think it cut out because he was in the stadium. But I just remember Rob like jumping up and down with this massive smile on his face, and I was like, "Good,
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
The circle completed.
yeah."
Good.
Angry alcoholic to winning to champion, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, Rob won too. Rob definitely like went home and was like, "We won," and said, "We won, dude." We did it. Cool. Well, Rob, love you. Thanks for giving us some good memes, dude.
Absolutely.
Always.
Miss you. Okay, Ben. So the fable has it that you're a good eater.
That is correct. I get told that
Do you want to
often.
share some of your eating stories?
How much
Sure.
time?
Now
we
that
got?
you haven't, we're only at like 20 minutes.
How much time do you have?
Yeah. How much time do you have?
Oh, how much time do I have? Dude, I have the whole night, man.
Perfect.
So wait, okay. Well, we can ask a couple leading questions first before you just jump into one of your stories.
Absolutely.
How many eating competitions have you done?
I was trying to think about this and like write it down so I had a good number for you. So I'm just going to go through the list in my head.
Okay, nice.
And that way you can,
Yes.
if you want to poke in on one
Well,
or
there's
the other.
the one that
Yeah. The one.
Yeah.
So the very first one that I did was at a Chiba Hut, which is like a Quiznos, but it is
For stoners.
Yeah.
themed.
And it's all like weed themed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just toasted.
Oh my god,
Toasted
this story
stuff.
sucks, dude.
Yeah. So
For you.
it was like a foot long.
Just like tell go to your buddies. This story sucks before he starts. I'm gonna start doing
No,
that.
skip that one, dude. That one sucks.
Dude, your story
Yeah,
sucks. Yeah, that
I
one
got this
sucks. dude.
playlist, right? So that one was like a foot long toasted peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
whoever could eat it the fastest, and the dude that won like dunked it in Kool-Aid and like smashed it down
Ew,
his face.
dude.
He was into
God,
it. Like
was
it
Joey
was
Chestnut, dude.
it was
That's
not.
so fucking gross.
It was not. The next one that I did was a let's see, it was 2 pounds of noodles, 2 pounds of meat, and 64 ounces of broth of pho.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
So 8 pounds.
Damn.
And yeah, I finished that one. I was like the first person to ever do that one at that restaurant.
Damn.
I was the
It's not even a challenge. It's just like a menu item.
yeah.
I'm gonna go to dinner tonight.
Pretty much. My roommate was taking me out. My roommate Kenny at the
Can
time
I get another 12 ounces of broth, please?
was taking me out for my birthday.
I'm
I was like, cool, I want to do
training.
it. And so I was the first person to ever do that one at the restaurant, but it took me like 59 minutes and like however many seconds.
Damn.
I was rusty. Like it was only the second one of my career.
And are a lot of these like if you finish them, like it's basically just like the meal's paid for?
Not all the time. Not all the time. No. Because this one, like I still had to pay. Like my roommate took me out, so he still had to pay like the $50
For what?
for the
For
food.
his meal.
Well, yeah, I guess.
No, for me.
But I mean, like, if you do it alone, like, let's say your buddy wasn't there, like, would
Mhm.
it have been free?
No.
That's so fucked.
That's happened a couple of times, and I'm not a huge fan of it.
That's so whack.
It's super
So
whack.
what's the challenge then? Just seeing how, like, because the challenge is like should
so
be
so
like,
so
pay
this
us.
one
Yeah.
so this one
That's such
if you
bullshit,
finished
dude.
it, you got $500,
oh,
but you still like it's like $450, and then less
minus your fucking order.
oh, that's
yeah,
so
minus
annoying,
your order,
dude.
and then again like if you tip, and it's like I'm not gonna tip you. I just
Yeah.
did all this work. No,
Yeah.
like sorry.
This is my money.
Right, I won this. After that, I did I think it was an ice cream challenge next. It was like a 16 ounce, like a pint of ice cream. Whoever could eat that the fastest. The person that won has won it like 2 or 3 years in a row. And
Damn.
like I have no idea. Like I should have watched him do it
Yeah.
because it was gone so fast.
Damn.
Like just like he ate it in like 2 or 3 bites.
Really?
It's like-
Yeah, I think he just like popped, like smashed it, swallowed, and just like dealt with the brain freeze afterwards.
Damn.
Yeah, just was really committed to it.
How long did it take you for? Do you remember your times for all these?
Not for all of them. The ice cream one, because it was over like as soon as you were done,
Oh.
you stop. You know, like the competition's over, and so,
That's so sad.
It is sad. So, but I like that one was free though, so I just had a free ice cream.
True.
Cool.
a good
I
one.
forgot before that one. There was that same fudge challenge. It was a group of people, and it was whoever could eat the most. I think in like 10 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less than that. I don't know.
A pho.
Yeah. And so you get
Okay.
like 8 pounds of like still boiling hot pho. It's like, all right, ready, set, go. And
Sign here, but ready, set, go.
Right. And it started like an hour and a half after the fact. And so like my strategy was kind of thrown off and whatever. But I ended up tying for first on that one.
Wait,
So
it was the same day as.
No. It was like later.
Oh,
later
I
in
was
the year.
like, oh my god.
No. It was and the winner of that
The
one.
triathlon of eating.
The winner of that one would have won $1,000,
Damn.
but me and this other guy tied.
So did you split it?
Yeah, we both got 500 each, and it was like
Well,
sick.
450
Like,
because you have to tip, or you have to.
this
pay for
one,
your meal.
no, my dad took care of this one. My
Nice.
dad comped me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Nice.
After that, I did a 5-pound burrito. Crushed that one. Same
Nice.
thing. The first person to do that one at that restaurant.
What
It was
kind of
like
burrito was it?
It was like a pineapple chicken burrito of some kind.
Is
Like
this the spicy one?
No.
Oh.
That one I also had to pay for, and they were supposed to give me a shirt that I never got. And
Dude, what the fuck?
I wish I could remember the name of this place to just absolutely blast them.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
My huge audience. We could just go leave bad reviews on Yelp.
Okay,
I'd be
dude.
surprised if they're even still open.
Joke's on them.
That
Jokes on
fucking
them.
sucks, dude.
Yeah, and I was pretty pumped about that T-shirt.
Joke's on them. They're out of business.
Yeah, probably.
After
And
that,
work.
I did it was like
Yeah, because people were just coming in and just cleaning house on burritos, dude.
well, actually,
The
so,
challenge was too easy.
so about that one, it was super easy. Like you were supposed to finish it in like 25 minutes. I did it in much less than that.
Oh, that's definitely why they went out of business, dude.
Yeah,
People were
but
just coming in,
nobody had ever
ordering,
done
like,
it.
two, and just being like that. They were like, you have to pay this.
Yeah,
Oh, but no one had ever done it.
no, and it was still like a $30 burrito or something.
But
like
you
that.
broke the barrier, dude. You were like
Yeah.
the Rosa Parks of eating that burrito.
Okay.
Yes. But I
You
was
broke
doing
the
it.
burrito barrier.
Talking about
dude.
burrito eating in fucking Alaska, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yesterday I said that.
Not life or death. in
Yesterday
the
I was on a
deep
party
south.
bus and like we were at the back of the bus and someone was like, "Oh, dude, we're at the back of the bus," and I like made a Rosa Parks joke and then like it was with people that I didn't really know that well, and they kind of just like stared at me and then I was like, "Okay," and just like drank my drink.
Nice.
I was like, "This is
Nice.
awkward." Also, when I got on the bus, sorry, I just fucking hossed up.
Commandeered this story. Yeah.
Real quick, when I got on the bus, I thought one of my friends was behind me. I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I don't know. I just assumed they had a bathroom on there, and so I got on and I saw there wasn't a bathroom. I was like, "Damn, no piss around this thing." I turned around and it was again someone that I didn't know, and I was just like, "Oh, sorry." Okay. Anyways, back to your story.
Yeah. So this
Story,
one,
dude.
Wow, that story sucks. Don't tell that again.
keep it in the rotation. So the burrito one, there were like tourists at the time that were in that restaurant, and they were
Okay.
like all making comments on me because one of the things I am most proud of myself as an eater
Mhm.
is how like with dignity that I can do it. I'm not like the more professionals that are just like smashing it in their face and like swallowing 3 eggs at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I like to still be able to have a conversation with you while I'm doing this.
Nice.
And so these tourists at the time were coming over and talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah, cool. Like I'm gonna go get a banana split later." Like, "Oh, great, we'll get it for you." And so I finished this burrito. We pay, walk out, go to the place where they had a banana split. They did not pay it for me. So I still,
Dude.
but then like I finished this 5-pound burrito and just crushed a banana split afterwards. And
That
on the way
sounds
home,
great.
picked up a pizza, and it was like a
God.
pesto meatball pizza or whatever. Ate that too.
Damn.
was a good
You
day.
and Savino would be good friends.
Yeah, dude. For
I
real.
love my calories.
One of my buddies, did you tell you about that? One of my
No.
buddies, I went out to, real quick, got drunk with him, and then we went and got pizza, and then I Ubered home, and he was like, all right, I'm going to Uber home too. And the next day I saw him, and he Ubered to another pizza spot, got another slice of pizza, walked to 7-Eleven, got like a bunch of ice cream sandwiches, went home, and just like tore through his entire pantry.
I mean, sometimes when the mood's right, like you do some damage.
Yeah.
After that one, that's where things start to get fuzzy for me. I did a burger challenge at this place called no free advertising, so never mind. It was
No,
it was
let's shout him out.
Kreiner-
Well, was it a good experience?
The first time I lost.
Well, I mean, like the
Overall.
eating experience.
Overall,
Like, how's
yeah,
the
I mean, it was
ambiance?
fine. Kreiner's Diner is the name of it. I don't even know if they're still open.
Probably not.
Probably who knows. But
I feel like doing an eating challenge is probably like not a good business model.
Well, you would think so.
That's
Like
why they have to make
this
them
FUD
hard.
challenge, like 500 people did that FUD challenge,
Oh,
never
shit.
won, and so they're each paying $50 per
Oh,
time.
okay.
So like
Never
in a
mind
way,
then.
it can be, and it's
Yeah,
like,
true.
is that $50 bowl of pho like costing you that much more money than like a 10-pound bowl of pho? That's like not really. It's
Probably
like
not.
it's like four servings of pho.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so Kreiner's Diner, they had it was called the Family Burger,
Mhm.
and I love when things on the menu are like family whatever, because I'm just gonna cash that by myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm by
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
I'm gonna eat your family menu item
Mhm.
like it's just for me.
Yeah.
And so that one was like a 2-pound burger on a 10-inch bun, a whole tomato, half a head of lettuce, a whole onion, 8 slices of cheese, bacon, like a pound of fries or whatever. A lot of starch.
Yeah. Also,
I-
I feel like the worst thing about that is like the starch, yeah, but like I don't want to eat. What was it? A whole head of lettuce?
Half a head of lettuce.
Dude, I don't.
It was just like the amount of
It's a lot of
volume. Yeah, the
Yeah.
volume of that food was tough. And that one you had to finish in like 45 minutes. I probably like maybe was like 80-85%.
Damn. That's pretty solid.
But not enough. Like it was still like a long way to go. It was like I was not close for that one.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I've never done an eating competition before, but I feel like the hardest part is the last I don't know 15% that you have. Is that the hardest part for you?
Probably. It depends on like the type of challenge. So usually the ones that are like eat this much in this amount of time, or like you have a time limit to eat this large amount of food.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually always something in there that is like a filler. So like that pound of fries,
Mm-hmm.
that's just like a lot of volume of fries.
Yeah.
Or that bread, like
It's heavy.
heavy,
Yeah.
like it's a thick
Rice.
Yeah.
bun, 10-inch bun. So you're eating like half a loaf of bread as well.
Yeah.
And so there's different ways that I learned, like strategy wise. To like
Oh,
work
okay.
around
What are
that.
some of your secrets?
Soak the bread. It sucks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It
That's why
sucks.
they dunk it at the
Yeah.
hot dog eating competition.
Oh.
Super palatable that way.
So what does that do with your stomach though? Does that like make it less?
Otherwise, it's like eating foam.
Yeah, true.
It's just taking
Yeah.
up all the space.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you have like whenever I was more into it, there's like 10 to 15 minutes
Mhm.
where you can just like smash food before signals really start getting sent of like, what are you doing? We're full. Like
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay.
So for a lot of things, like the more that you can get down in that time frame, the better off that you're going to be. For the bread and stuff like that, and like the fries, I was just saving that for later because like I knew if I could get all this other stuff in, then like the bread and all that hopefully would be a little bit easier if I just like dunked it. Like by the time I was tired of chewing,
Mhm.
instead of like eating a bunch, it's like, all right, now I have to eat the meat.
Yeah.
So if I can just like make the stuff soft, it's less mechanical work. And I can
Okay.
just put it down. So I took the bun, put it over the fries to keep the fries warm, because cold fries, like whenever potatoes get cold, like that's not palatable or
Yeah.
enjoyable. I can eat meat super fast. Just put that away. Probably my first 15 minutes or so, like I got rid of like most of the burger, and then
Mhm.
the first time I did it, I failed. Second time I did it, first person ever to do it, I felt sick. I finished it, I think, in 37 minutes. They had to call the owner of the restaurant to bring like the reward T-shirt
Mm-hmm.
because he just had it at his house for years.
It was just in his drawer.
Yeah, it was like a 2XL.
It was just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a T-shirt he had. That he
Yeah,
had been
and it
wearing.
was like,
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck, someone did
Yeah.
it
Damn
finally."
it.
and it was like I finished the Kreiner's Family Burger or whatever.
Nice.
So I did that one, failed, did it again like a year and a half later after I had braces removed. Just like, I don't know, I felt like I leveled up a little bit.
Nice.
More aerodynamic.
More aerodynamic, yeah, more
Yeah.
aero. And put that away, but it was probably the second worst that I felt from a food-related event.
Wow, really?
Just the amount of volume of food that I had in my stomach.
Yeah, true.
Like by the time like the water and stuff had like cleared out,
Uh-huh.
I had that constant sensation of like I want to throw up, but I can't.
How long are you feeling shitty for after that?
This one was quite a while. Like there was the rest of the day, I was distraught. Like
Fuck.
I could tell my body was messed up. I couldn't stand up straight.
Uh-huh.
I had a visible bulge like in my abdomen
Damn.
from where all the food was. I don't think I ate the next day, or if I did, it was like a cucumber, or like something like fluid and
Yeah.
fibrous. And it
Some
was pretty
fiber.
rough.
How are your poops after these?
Not exciting.
Oh, like nothing.
Like not necessarily
nothing crazy?
abnormal. No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was like pretty regular. Like my body was, I guess, just good at handling it because like part of the the training for this sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
I just eat a lot in general.
Yeah.
I'm a large organism, so
Mhm.
I can put down a lot of food. So it just naturally lends me to being able to just eat a lot
Oh, okay.
at any given time. And then of course, like I just like exercise or do some other, appetite enhancing activities.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What is your like routine? Like for like, what is your pregame meal
pregame?
or pregame?
So
activity?
It helps to know about
Time
it.
you get to the rink.
Yeah, the times I show up in the evening. Oh, I just remembered a handful of ones that I forgot to talk about. So knowing about it in advance generally helps because then I like having a 24-hour plan basically. So I'll typically like stop eating the morning of if I know I'm going to do it later in the day. I will wake up. I'll go exercise. If I eat anything, it's like watermelon, lettuce, just like more water-based food that's not going to take up a lot of room. I exercise and then...
How hard of a workout are you doing? Like just regular workout, or are you like pushing,
I think so. I mean, like I'm building up an appetite. Like I'm making it where it's like my body wants that energy back. What the exact exercise on that day was, I wish I knew. But there's not like there's not a prescribed plan. It's just like I'm just gonna exercise.
Calories in,
You
calories
didn't
out.
you didn't go into the gym and you were like, I'm gonna go bench 265 today.
No, I don't think I could bench 265 at that time.
Like you didn't have like a specific thing. You were just
No,
like,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
work out.
Yeah. I was just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure, burn calories.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Just trying to ramp up that metabolism, and then I don't eat for the entire day. So I'm just like hanging out. I'll go for a walk or whatever. But I'm just trying to maintain that hunger, and then show up to the event just famished and excited to eat.
Nice.
And so that way, whenever the food's there, like I'm ready for it. Go to town.
And you're also saying too that like, or from what I remember, that you like having, you kind of mentioned it today as well, but you like having someone with you to just like talk.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a good memory. That's good. Whenever, just because you get bored. Like if I have to eat this thing for an hour, you probably don't want to watch me eat for an hour. Like most people don't eat for an hour straight of just like actually doing the work of eating. Like if you're at a table for an hour, it's because you got friends, people are talking, family, you're waiting for more food to come. But when it's like, this is in front of you and it has to be gone at a certain time period, it's commitment. Like you're basically watching a movie or a documentary or something in real time.
Yeah.
That's such an elite move too. Like other people are there like putting in work by themselves in their own fucking head trying to put down this whatever meal, and then Ben's doing the same amount of work you are, but just like talking to Grandma Ethel next door about, her cats and rose collection in the backyard.
It's like, wow, interesting.
Wow, interesting.
So like the more that like
what's your favorite breed of roses that you've done?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just having somebody to like tell me stories or just like keep my mind off of the fact that like what I'm doing is not necessarily good for my body.
Yeah.
2, like gluttonous and very privileged.
Yeah,
like I
true.
don't necessarily feel good about myself. Like it's like, like I did your challenge. Like the only reason I feel good is because like I beat the restaurant.
Yeah.
But like in the grand context of things, like I don't know, eating 8 pounds of food doesn't feel good.
Yeah, true.
Really in any way. That $500 felt nice, but like the rest of it didn't.
At what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah, true.
How much of myself did I have to sell? So having people tell me stories, good. Yeah.
Cool. Was there any times that you had like anything scary after where you were like, yo, I need to go to the hospital?
Yeah, twice. One
so
was
quick with the answer.
Yeah, easily. One was that second time I did that burger because it was just like I don't know if I should have this much food in me.
Oh yeah.
Like this like hormonally didn't feel good. Just like my head.
Well, did you think about just like forcing yourself to throw up?
I have a hard time doing that. And the second story will allude to that. So there's a burrito place that used to exist in, I think, like Beaverton, Oregon.
Dude,
there.
The common denominator of all these stories is that these places are most likely out of business. Did you just like go in, clean house, and then they just had to like pack up shop the next day?
No. So like I won for a bit.
Google
and
his
then
name. He's gonna be like the P&W business record.
He's gonna have like the like old fashioned like wanted poster. Like
don't allow
all
this
these
guy
businesses.
to do your food challenge.
Don't allow me in downtown or Gaslamp, San Diego, because I crushed those. Those were 2 I forgot to talk about. Oh, actually, that's a third one. Man, you good. So and before this burrito one, because we're in San Diego, so I want to talk about Brian's 24 unofficial future potential.
Oh, I forgot
sponsor.
about that one too.
Yeah, same. So there was
nice.
2. So I did Brian's 24, and there was this other one. I think it was like the Broken Yolk Cafe. Does that exist?
Still does.
Oh, didn't you say that one sucked though?
Absolutely.
You were like, that one was like so easy to crush.
It was good. I did not finish that one
put them on blast.
because it tasted bad.
Oh,
It
that's
tasted
right.
yolk.
Yeah, it was a 12 12 egg omelet, boxed egg. Come on.
Ew.
The guy
chili
the
omelet.
camera, dude. He's
Chili
going for
omelet.
blood.
Dude,
It was like-
fuck broken yolk. Anyways,
It was like Hormel's chili, not even homemade.
Oh,
You put queso on there, also from a can. Your house fries were, buddy, like you could be throwing up slap shots with those things and they wouldn't break. They were so hard and dry.
ew.
The two of
no,
them.
those are bad fries. Yeah.
They're biscuits, also very hard and dry. And I forget what the time it was. It was like 30 minutes. And so I was there with like two of my classmates at the time.
Mhm.
And I was just eating it, and like, you know, you just start whatever, it's food. But the more I was eating, more I was like, this just doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
And like I felt gross on the inside trying to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's $30, whatever. Like,
yeah.
leave it. The next day, went to Brian's 24. They have a pancake monster challenge.
Mm.
It's really good. That was probably one of like the more enjoyable, like food tasting wise ones. It was like 5 plate-sized pancakes, 4 strips of bacon, 4 eggs, like 4 ounces of sausage, 4 ounces of ham, and like I think half a pound of home fries.
So how does that throw off your routine then if it's in the morning?
So this one,
Or did you do it later in the day?
no, I did it in the morning. I was staying at some hostel in the Gaslamp area, and we were meeting these people that we met for breakfast because like a person in that group was super into food challenges as well. And I was like, find a place for breakfast.
Let's do it.
And they found one that had this challenge on it. So I didn't even know I was doing that challenge until I got to the restaurant.
Wow.
Because I walked in and I think her name was Laura. She's like, I dare you to do the pancake monster. And the waiter walked by and I was like, I'll take the pancake monster. Didn't know what it was.
Google this place. It still exist? What was it called?
Brian's.
Brian's 24.
Fucking
in
business
Gaslamp.
too, dude. Brian's 24.
So that one I had like 5 people telling me a story.
Temporarily closed, dude.
Oh, dude,
They're out
shocker.
of fucking business, dude.
Shocker,
God
dude.
damn, Ben. Putting these places out of business, dude.
Yep. So I had a flight after this, probably like
Oh, their website's not even a thing
Fuck,
anymore.
tough. Buy that domain, Brian's 24. So I had a flight from San
Could be
Diego
so many
to SeaTac and then up to Alaska after
Mhm.
this. And so I got on that plane and it hadn't really hit me yet, but on the plane it started to. Like I realized how much food was in my stomach.
Damn.
And we had a little bit of turbulence.
These
And I just
pictures.
remember
What the
like my hand on
It's right
the vomit bag, just like holding on to it, like just in case I need it. It's in my hand, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't need it, but I got to the Seattle Tacoma airport, found one of those like single like family bathrooms, and just laid on the floor in there for probably about 45 minutes. I felt so
Jesus.
bad.
Dude, that is so much fucking food.
Here, I'll put in a picture right here in the podcast so you can see it. Damn. Yeah,
So-
that's a lot of food, dude.
Is that it right there?
I didn't cut it like that.
But they do the sausages like patties?
Yeah, and they layered it like that.
Interesting, dude.
Yep. It was nice though.
It's
Okay.
like a cake.
So that one
but
made me feel
Jesus.
bad on the plane, but this burrito story is this place in Oregon. I wish I knew the name of it. Probably closed. But
Dude. Okay.
Where was this again?
somewhere in like Beaverton, Oregon.
Okay, that's right.
West of Portland. And so basically I'd spent the day like outside doing stuff, not my typical routine. If you go to eatfeats.com, you'll be able to find a lot of food challenges on that one. It's like the Diablo burrito, I think. Yeah,
Right
there it
there.
is. Diablo burrito.
Allen's authentic, dude.
Yep. Is
I mean,
it still open?
don't name
yeah,
it Allen.
dude. Yeah,
They're-
that thing.
They're open. They're open for sure.
Wait, go back. One more. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! That
Yeah. So this burrito
Oh.
is about 2 pounds. It's covered in hot sauce. I don't think it has anything inside of it other than peppers and rice and beans. I don't think it has any meat. It's
right
covered
there,
in
yeah.
covered in like a spicy enchilada sauce with 2 serrano peppers stuck in it.
Ew, dude. That's so fucking gross, dude.
You have to start the challenge by eating the serrano peppers. It's like grabbing the bull by the horns, is what they said.
oh, get the fuck out of here!
Dude.
I had to sign a waiver for this one.
The trophy's pretty sick though.
The trophy is pretty sick, but that's only if you do it in like less than 10 minutes or something like
Oh,
that.
fuck off.
And so
Damn.
That's
this entire day, like I
it's
did
like
not.
a hazardous material, dude.
Yeah.
It was. So I was on an empty stomach mostly for this one. Like the only thing I had to eat that day was like almonds and like a fried oyster burger.
Oh, interesting.
Wasn't
Which I also ate 18 of those, but
No, I had one. It wasn't that great. And so I typically like spicy food. My parents grow scorpion peppers, habaneros, reapers,
Mm-hmm.
Douglas. Douglas,
What was
I should
that?
say it better.
The chocolate one you
Chocolate
gave me?
Douglas?
The chocolate powder you gave me last year.
Chocolate Ghost.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which, like, I don't know why you have that.
It's I put it in
I
horseradish
digress.
now, and it just flames. So this was I had to sign a waiver for this one, and it was the only one that mentioned like death as a possible thing on there. And I don't know if it's just like to psych you out, but it's like it's very spicy. And whenever they were talking about the peppers that were in there, I was like, yeah, like these are some high Scoville units.
Yeah.
These are gonna mess me up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what they were?
They didn't have like the full list,
I
but
mean,
they're
I
like,
probably
just so you
find
know,
it.
like there's spider like hotter things than like habaneros, right? And it's like I was like, yeah, like my
Dude, get fucked, Ben. Difficulty 1 out of 5 stars.
I forget who.
And it's $20.
Yeah. No, whenever I did, I think it was like 40.
Meal not free or discounted. Dude, these places are whack.
Yeah. Free
We decided to
t-shirt.
make these a little more interesting. If you succeed in defeating Diablo Burrito. Oh, wait. It doesn't even say what it... Okay, keep going. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's just a super spicy burrito. 1 star. I think like it's 1 star for the size, but not for the spice.
Okay.
At least for me on that particular day. So like with spicy food, if you have a base in your stomach, you're good to go. If you have nothing in your stomach, then it's like instantly. It's like taking like an espresso on an empty stomach. Current record for that one is 3 minutes and 23.8 seconds by Miley Schuyler. She's also like the goat.
Oh, is she?
Eating. She's tiny and she just puts away food, but I wouldn't say she does it with dignity.
Damn. Okay.
I think there's something to be said for dignity.
I think so too. So anyway, this burrito had to sign a waiver for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I wait a little bit for it to come out. They make an announcement in the restaurant that I'm about to challenge or about to do it. I go into this thing like hands first. Bad idea.
Oh,
I'm dealing with
no.
spicy food with like bare hands. And it was also like very hot on the inside. Like it was freshly cooked. So it's one like spicy hot, but also
That's
temperature.
such a shitty combo, dude. When you bite into like a taco or put salsa on something that's hot and like
It's temperature hot
it's
too.
temperature and spicy hot.
Yeah,
that's
because now
a shitty
I'm
feeling.
fighting both.
Yeah.
And like you have a time limit, so it's like I can't just let this cool down. So I ripped it open with my hands, thinking like, okay, that's gonna just like
Oh,
help air it out.
God.
Primate, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and so but now I just have like all this hot sauce on my hands and I'm burning. And it
And
probably
you're gonna
doesn't
start
take long.
sweating and
It's probably like from the first bite, I knew maybe like the first or second bite, but like I got to a point where it was like, oh, like it's like that chemical level spice,
Yeah.
You know?
God.
not just like a tasteful ghost pepper chili spicy, but like this has some like sauces and whatever mixed into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it started to wreck me. Like I was having all sorts of signals going off in my head. Like my vision was getting like super keyed in.
Jesus.
So you knew you were fucked from the start, or pretty early.
I knew that like I guess it exceeded my expectations on the first bite.
Yeah, you sound like Kansas in 2018 right now. Final.
Exceeded expectations. Yeah, it was pretty much like that. As the game went on, my vision started to get more like acute and like just what's in front of me. Same thing hearing, like you would think that I was like at the bottom of a pool. Like
Whoa.
just like I could tell that there was
Dude, you were
noise.
just like sympathetic
Big time.
to the max.
Big time.
It's your fight or flight.
It is the
Oh,
only
okay.
time in my eating career where like I had that signal and belief of like it is not good to continue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I don't know how much of that was like a time component. Again, like the faster you can put it down, the better chance you have before your body starts telling you no.
Yeah.
But I was at that point, and
How far into the burrito are you?
probably like 85% at this point.
Damn,
and I keep
dude.
pushing, and it gets to like
Damn.
it gets where I have like I don't know, like less than a minute left or something like that, and I have not too much, and it's just like there's no way. Like I don't think I should. So I call it off. And I'm obviously not well,
Yeah.
but I signed that waiver. They took the plates away. They could have cared less that I was there. They could not have cared less that I was there.
Damn.
It was just like I was a ghost, and like I had contacts in that day too. So I go to the bathroom. My pupils are the size of a frisbee. My face is red. My eyes are red. Like I'm inflamed around my lips and hands.
Jesus.
Tough. So I go out to the back.
Capsaicin, dude.
Capsaicin. So I go out to the parking lot behind the restaurant, and I had like a raspberry Greek yogurt in there, and I was like, I just need something else in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a spoon, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this out of my stomach. And probably spent like 20-30 minutes trying to make myself throw up in the back of this parking lot, and just could not do it.
Really?
Just can't do it. I
Okay,
have a hard
so what's hard about it for you?
I don't know.
Can't pull trig.
Like, is it like like the act of doing it, or like you sticking your fingers down your throat just doesn't work?
It just doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
I guess. Yeah, like, or maybe I'm not going deep enough. I don't know. And so my friend and I went to like an Albertsons or whatever. They're like, all right, I'm going to see if I can find like Tums and Epicac. I'm like, great, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. That way, if whatever happens, like I'm there.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're going back to the car and like pull the car close to the door. Cause I like physically had a hard time moving.
Damn.
Like my body was shutting down. Get in the car. They didn't have Epicac. They had Tums. And I think like I took one or whatever. And then go to a 7-Eleven or something, pick up a Gatorade.
There you go.
Got to. I was like, all right, it's like maybe like sugar and fluids will like at least calm the pain that was in my mouth. But like my insides were still just having a hard time.
So like everything was just on fire at this point.
It was just like, yeah, like fire, pain, global discomfort.
Were you still sweating?
Probably.
Jesus.
I can't remember if I was sweating or like at that point going through like hot and cold flashes.
Just like shock.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
that happened.
dude.
That definitely happened like later in the day. I was just like, I would be shaky and like cold and too hot and cold and shaky. But after we grabbed the Gatorades, like they're in the back of the car and we're taking an on-ramp onto the highway. And like, as we started doing that turn, I felt like a bunch of blood rush up to my face, back down to my stomach. And I was like, oh, I'm about to throw up. I like reach behind, somehow grab the bag, pick it up as it empties, like throw up into it.
Yeah.
Nothing but fluid and tortilla.
Oh,
so like
wow.
none of the pepper
Gatorade.
came out. And so, cause it's fluid, like it also went through my sinuses.
Yeah.
It lit me up so bad. Like I saw white and then black and just heard like a ringing.
My God.
I was lit.
Oh my God. Cause you ate a burrito, dude.
I'm a burrito, yeah.
dude.
Jesus, dude.
Just absolutely trashed by
Is
this.
this like a war story at this point?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense now where they're like, hey, sign this waiver.
Yeah, that's probably the most messed up I've ever been from any particular food, like other than like food poisoning or whatever. But I would say this is probably worse than food poisoning,
Damn.
at least acutely. Like in that one night. By the next day, like yeah, I was kind of messed up, but I could live. Like you would just think that I had like a really rough night.
What was going through your mind when all this was happening? Was there any like just self-doubt where you're like, just take me?
A little bit, yeah, because I was on this trip with a friend of mine, and it was like the first trip that we had done, like you know, as friends. And I was like, I don't know, like if they're like, you know, like how much trust am I gonna have in this person? Like if I have to go to the hospital, like is this person gonna be able to like hang with that, or am I just kind of like
I
hosed
just
on my
go
own?
into cardiac arrest right now. Like,
Yeah.
what's my outcome gonna be
Right.
realistically?
With you guys there, I'd gladly do it again. I'd probably do it because like I got the homies. But
Nice.
at that time, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I should go to the
She
hospital.
looks like she could do compressions for 45 seconds.
Yeah. So that was Alan's Mexican restaurant Diablo
Okay.
Burrito Challenge. Really gave. That's probably the worst I felt.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
How long do you guys have? Because I want to hear the other story.
I have plenty of time.
Cool. Do you want to
I
tell
should tell Erica to just order dinner for herself at this point.
the big one?
Sure, I can tell the big one. Let me grab some water though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need a refill
fill it.
too.
Okay, we can pause. Okay, we're back. Hey, welcome back. All right. So would you say that this is... Oh, hold on. I got to fix the light real quick. Would you say that this is the craziest eating competition you've done?
I'd say this is the best story.
Okay.
Best story for sure.
Best story that I have.
How does it rank in terms of like hardness or any of that? It's like hard difficulty or... I guess just difficulty. How does that rank?
So, not very. I wouldn't put it in the top 5 of most difficult ones that I've done.
It's just the best story.
I just think the storyline of it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
ESPN
Like-
material.
Great ESPN material.
They should make a documentary.
They could do 30 for
Yeah.
30.
I would
Yeah.
love that. I would love that. I've made jokes about that in the past. I wish it could happen. Like if you could start from the very beginning, even before I was involved, and go to, the end for me anyway. I think that's a great story.
Okay. So take us there. What happened?
Anchorage, Alaska has this event called the Fur Rendezvous, and it is, like any sort of festival in town that lasts for like a week or two, and sort of caps off with the start of the Iditarod, which is a 1,000 plus dog race that it's a big deal in Alaska every single year. Different places have like events and stuff that they'll do, like they'll sponsor, snowshoe wiffle ball or like bowling on ice or things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah. I never played it, but it could be fun. It used to be like a like a big time drinking thing, and then they got rid of the alcohol because of the kids. But
that's
Boo.
you're still probably doing it.
that's inferior to you compared to what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one restaurant up there, probably one of the more like popular. You just got off the cruise ship. Like, where am I going to go eat downtown? It's called Humpy's Ale House, and I think they also have like a location in
Look it
Hawaii.
up.
Google it.
Jamie, pull that up.
Humpy's Ale
Is that
House.
trademarked?
I don't know.
Humpy's Ale House Kona?
No,
it's in Hawaii.
Anchorage. Alaska.
Anchorage.
Humpy's
right there.
Alaska.
Yeah. So
Humpy's full. It sounds like the name of like a fucking gangster.
Wow, this looks so divey.
Well, Humpy. Fool.
it is a lot like most places in Anchorage
That
are like
looks
dive
like
bars.
a great time.
Yeah, that
So-
looks cool,
Put a
dude.
pic in there.
I believe
I'll put it back.
I believe Man vs. Food also went to this one.
Did they do the challenge that you did?
No, they did a different challenge. So Humpy's has that right there, the Kodiak Arrest Challenge, which I never did. It's pretty
Dude, that looks
expensive. It's the most.
fucking great.
It's
That looks
it's,
really good,
it's like
though.
$160. It's like 8 pounds of crab legs, like rice, crab cakes,
That looks
like
so
salmon,
good.
potato
Wow.
Seen
tots.
on Man v Food.
Yeah. It's really good. It's super expensive, and the only way you get that one for free is if you beat the record, which at this point is like sub 10 minutes. And
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
I'm not
Dude.
I'm not a short time eater. I excel in the long game.
Mm-hmm.
So another challenge that they have on an annual basis for Rendezvous is Humpy's Reindeer Sausage Eating Challenge. And maybe you can pull that up.
Yes. Sausage, reindeer sausage.
So as you mentioned, Humpy's is a bar. And so you had to be 21 or older in order to do this challenge, because it was like after like 8 o'clock at night or something like that. And so the challenge was whoever could eat the most sausage in 10 minutes. And it was like by length or whatever. And so me looking at this for years, I was like, man, I can't wait to turn 21, like not necessarily to be legal or anything, but so I could go do this food challenge and like do my best. There was like one video that I found online of it and like a couple of small stories.
What was the current record?
The record at that time, I think was like 72 inches or something like that. So
Okay, so it's
6 feet of
it's
sausage.
how many you can.
No, what is the total length of
Okay.
sausage you can eat?
Okay.
And it's like your standard sausage, like about that size for those of you watching.
You'd probably have to blur that out.
And so the current record was like 72 inches, so 6 feet. For those of you in metric, I'm just going to say it was probably like 186 centimeters. That's probably
Nice.
close enough.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's for your international listeners.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there were a bunch of stories about this guy named Hans. Who,
Fables.
Yeah. Fables about this man named Hans.
I'm gonna do some journalism while you
Good luck.
keep talking.
So
Have you tried looking him up?
not to the extent that you're about
Get
to,
in there.
but I have information that's going to lead your story potentially. So I found a video, and it was maybe on like their Facebook or whatever, about this, about the challenge. And it's like a group of 8 people sitting around a table, just putting sausage down. And because it is sausage and you're eating as much as you can, there's a lot of innuendos that come with that. We can get into those maybe later in the story, but I'm sure I'll give this time for the audience to like figure out, like write down all of the jokes that you can make about somebody eating as much sausage as they can. So just go ahead and start. Probably got like 5-10 minutes before we're going to get back to this for all of you. So my year comes around, and at this time, like I have enough friends that know that I do competitive eating, and they know that I've been talking about this because, like how many people do you know that just puts down food?
Wait, and you were 21 at this time?
I was 21 at this
Dude,
time.
I'll tell you for free, this was not on my mind at 21 years old.
I was 21 at this time. I had just got my braces taken off.
Life was happening.
Life was happening. I was doing good. And so I meet up with a bunch of friends of mine who were like going to go down and do this. Like I convinced like a couple of my classmates to do it, and then like some other friends to go with, and like my boss at the time also like went down. And so I'd been prepping for this day, like the same routine that I told you all about. Wake up, don't eat a whole lot, exercise, move my body, just try to increase hunger as much as possible while like maintaining a large food volume. Dominic is looking
Wow,
at
you're fucking in there.
For
Anchorage
reindeer sausage eating contest.
Yep.
Oh, you found the ad.
Yeah. There's like a pamphlet for each for Rendezvous, so you might be able to find that if you look up Ferrandi, like 20, I think I did this in 2016. You might be able to find the information on it. Yeah. So I'm at my buddy Walter's house. So it's me, Walter, Willie, and I think our friend Russ, and then Walter's roommates and friends, Libby, Brenna, and Aunt Sierra.
They brought the aunt there?
No, that's just what I call her, like Uncle Robb.
Oh.
They brought their aunt there. So we're sitting there, and there's like some information online.
To your friend's eating competition?
Here, go to eatfeeds.com. And so there was some information online because like I like to do my research about what I'm about to get myself into. And so we're all sitting there, but there's just not like really good confirmation on what time this place is or what time this event is. And so we're all getting ready, and my buddy Willie picks up the phone, is trying to call Humpies, puts it on speakerphone. Speakerphone answers, "Buffalo Wild Wings, how can I help you?"
Oh, nice.
And it's just like, we're all dead silent. And he's like, "Yeah, like, what time's that? Y'all got a sausage eating contest going on?" He's like, "Sorry?" He's like, "What time's the sausage eating contest?"
Cool prank call, kid.
And she's like, I don't think we have one. And he's like, "All right, bye." And hang up the phone, and we just start dying.
Nice.
Because it's just like, he was the only one that didn't realize that he was talking to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
Yeah. And so it's all right, go. We're ready to go. So we drive there, and sure enough, like, it's starting to get hopping.
Mm-hmm.
And walk in and put my name on the registry, and like you have to like have your ID, and like there's a waiver, not nearly as scary as the Diablo burrito was.
Mm-hmm.
And so they, the event started at like 9 or whatever, and it's on a Thursday, which for me is rough. Like I don't stay up at 9 on a weeknight or a weekday, and so bars get more and more people in it, and they're starting it at 9. And they do it by rounds. And so like the first round or whatever, they broke it up to like men versus women. And so you're trying to find out who the sausage queen was.
It's sexist also.
Nice.
Big time. Yeah. And so same thing, they're starting, and it's like all the same innuendos now that we're back to it from like the year before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, look how she can put down that sausage. Oh, double fisting that sausage. We got a big curved sausage over here. Who wants to be the sausage queen? Oh, this one's girthy. Just all of it. Okay. So those of you in the audience that wrote those down, you lose. Those of you who had more original ones, congratulations, you won. So cross those out. So they're going, and I see Hans pull in. Hans is probably 6'2". He's wearing lederhosen, which he did in previous videos and pictures.
Dude, I want to find this guy so bad, dude.
Hans had won for the last 8 years in a row.
Damn.
Ever since this event started, Hans won every single time.
Dude,
he had set the
James
record
of Humpies.
Yeah,
damn,
Steph
dude.
Curry.
pretty much. So yeah, he was the one that ate 72 inches of sausage in 10 minutes.
Fucking nerd.
And so they're going through the rounds, and like I got a couple more people that are showing up, and I convinced them to do the competition with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so our turn is up, and it is me, Russ, Cole, Willie, Walter, Hans, and this other dude that wasn't part of our group.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Those mainly your squad.
mainly my squad and Hans.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I thought was going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
And so it starts. We're all sitting except for Hans. Hans is standing
Whoa.
and just like gets to work right
It's
away.
a power stance.
Yeah,
This
such a
guy
power
knows what
move.
he's doing.
Right.
Losers. I'm
Look
gonna
at these
annihilate
guys
them.
sitting down.
So they
Assume the pose.
Yeah.
like, because you have a plate in front of you, and they all
Okay.
just like they measure the sausage, put it down in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, okay, we gave him an 18-inch sausage. He ate this much. Boom, boom, boom. And so they're going through, and it's like, all right, if I can just like try to stay ahead of Hans, then like I'd have to eat more links than Hans, because like whatever. That's how you win. Like I don't know if his is 18 or 14,
Mm-hmm.
but if I just eat more than him, then I have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And so people right away start chanting Hans, 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 Hans. Like this guy had
This guy lives for
a
it.
mini cult following. I was very surprised. And so, but I'm doing my own. Like at this point, I would safely say that I was ahead of Hans.
Okay.
And
What's the time limit?
10 minutes.
Okay.
The most that you can in 10 minutes. And
Which
so,
is like, that's not that long.
it's not,
No.
but if you're only eating, it,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
like it's the difference between like eating and like talking with your friends, or like eating, like scrolling through your phone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
or like doing the dishes and like getting a couple munches, but just like to sit and like know you have to work to eat. It's like trying to write an essay in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, like you can just like write this essay, or you have to write this in 10 minutes. Like you're going to do a different job.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to stay on target and on
Yeah.
task. And so all of my friends are just like, they're dying.
Yeah.
Like they're having a hard time.
Yeah.
Like Willie's like, that's a good sausage, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we get like 5 minutes into it or so, and people start like, guy in the purple shirt. That was me.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing a purple shirt.
Nice.
And like my boss that was in the audience, like, his name's Ben. We're like, oh, Ben.
Hell
Ben.
yeah, dude.
Hans.
Oh.
And it's like going back and forth. And so it got to like probably like minute 7 or 8, and then I stood up because I was starting to get that like, oh, I'm running out of like room here.
Oh,
so
yeah,
by standing, like you get a little bit, gravity's
Okay.
on your side. You get some expansion down there.
Mhm.
Hans is doing it, so it must
Hans is
be
doing it.
effective.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
must
mean,
work.
that was my mistake from the start was
Yeah.
like not copying the goat.
Yeah, true.
And so his technique is like I was just like breaking them apart and just like putting them down. He would eat like around it
Whoa.
in like a spirally fashion.
That's kind of interesting.
I don't know what purpose it was. It was just like, all right, you're doing something different.
That was all show, dude.
I don't know.
It didn't mean shit.
He had 8 years to figure it out, you know? And so we're getting down to it, and Hans and I are like pretty close in terms of like number wise. It's like,
Mhm.
all right, like I feel like I've gone through like 3 or 4 sausages and he's done about the same,
Okay.
you know?
Mhm.
And so like they start counting down, and I'm just like stuffing my face. They call time. And, like Hans didn't finish the one that he had, and I didn't either, but mine was like bigger than his.
Okay.
And so they're going
Nice.
through and like, all right, like we're going to do the measurements. And so we like all left the table. All of my friends like did terrible. Like they maybe got like 1.5 sausages,
DNFs.
which was like kind of wild. Cause then it's like, all right, like you're obviously on a different level.
Yeah.
It's like, you have a friend and it's like, oh, like, yeah, like I play basketball. It's like, oh, cool. Me too. And it like turns out your friend was like semi-pro or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's like, oh, like
Was in the G League.
you hoop. Yeah.
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 On the Kansas practice squad.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. It's like, oh yeah. And so I ate more than 3 of them combined.
Damn.
So they went through, like Willie had like 21 inches, somebody else had like 18, another person had like 24
That
or
still
whatever.
sounds like a lot, though.
It's like,
Already.
yeah. I mean, like most
What's his
sausages are
table?
like
Probably
6 inches, right?
3
6 to 8
feet,
inches.
3.5 feet.
Yeah.
So like your standard bratwurst is like 6 to 8. So just like 4 bratwursts,
Damn.
put them down.
Like how
So
long is
they-
this table?
It's probably like 50 some inches.
There you go, 4 plus feet.
4 change.
Yeah. About 1.2 meters for you.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Uh,
Science.
Yeah, you're welcome. And so they're going through like the top 3. And so like in third place with like 56 inches, whoever third place was.
Okay.
In second place with 66 inches, Ben Perel. Oof.
Damn.
In first place with 69 inches for the 9th time in a row, Hans.
Damn.
And everyone
Are
gets
they,
super
are they
pumped.
dropping the last name? Or are they just saying
Hans.
Hans?
He's just Hans.
Well, yeah.
So
everyone
spoiler
knows.
alert, his real name's not Hans.
He's like Messi, dude. He just needs one name.
His real name isn't Hans.
Oh.
I didn't find that out until the next year, so we'll get there in a bit. But his real name isn't Hans.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had a stage name, dude.
Exactly. It was for like the lederhosen and like the reindeer sausage, like that was very Bavarian.
Oh, that's whack.
And so he beat me by 3 inches. I end up getting like a gift card or whatever. He gets like a jacket, a trophy, and a better gift card.
Damn.
But it comes over to me and it's like, man, like you did a really good job. I don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I appreciate it. And I was like standing next to my boss at the time who like worked security
Mhm.
also. Like he had 2 jobs. And like Hans comes and like, like daps me up and he's like, do you want me to take him out back? No, man, you're good. I'll just beat him next time. And
It's gonna be a
so
weird feeling of like you've just dominated Humpy's Ale House reindeer sausage eating competition for 8 years.
Yeah.
And then some random fucking kid comes in
and just like gets
and
close.
It's like, oh wait, what the like
Yeah.
for the last 8 years he just looks at everyone and goes, yeah, this is easy.
Right.
And
Yeah. Like at one point, like how much are you just competing against yourself?
Yeah.
Right.
And so like all my homies are like they're in a tough space at the moment.
Mhm.
Like they put down more sausage than they expected. And it was like pretty good taste in sausage.
Mhm.
But I was bummed that I lost.
Do you get any dipping sauces with them?
No, you get water.
That'd
You
be
get
a
sausage
lot.
and water.
Oh, okay.
And so But like I was still very impressed that I ate more than 3 people
Yeah.
combined, and so that was nice to like just like have that respect
Mm-hmm.
given, and also given to them, because like y'all didn't have to do that and you did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think having them compete with me was a mistake in general, because then I only had like 2 people supporting me,
Mm-hmm.
and like everybody else just like stuffing their face, and like, "Oh, go Ben!"
You had no one to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, nobody to talk to. Nobody talked to me. So I'm bummed out, and I know that I want to try to do this again the following year.
Mm-hmm. So like for the next year, do you have like Han's picture like on your wall?
I do not, but my buddy Russ, who did that challenge, anytime we would argue about something, and it'd be like nothing, like just, oh, I think the Packers are going to lose. And he'd be like, oh, 3 inches.
Damn.
Because that's how much I lost by to Hans.
Damn.
He's like, oh, you just had to eat 3 more inches, man. And
You did that for a year.
he did that for a whole year.
What a cock.
Oh my god.
So Russ is a
I would've
very
punched you
interesting.
in the face by then.
That
Russ
was
is
so annoying.
Russ is a very interesting personality trait. Like he does it in the same way of like a coach would do it to you.
Okay.
Of just like having it in front of you, like, like the same way like in Rocky, like Mickey would like say something like kind of snide where it's like, oh, I'd punch you if you weren't my coach.
Yeah.
He also tried to get me to eat 50 hard-boiled eggs, like in the movie Cool Hand Luke. He's been
Okay.
trying for years to get me to eat like 50 hard-boiled eggs in an hour. But he's very motivational in some ways, and like just the way that he like generally approaches people. Like if I was ever to like have to do something really hard, I'd have him there, like no question. Like he would figure out how to like have me get it done.
Hell yeah.
Like even if it's like his thought process wasn't necessarily correct, like he just has that like, whatever you're trying to do, I'm gonna help you do it.
Mhm.
Like that
Nice.
sort of like
Fuck
coaching
yeah.
aspect. Yeah,
This guy you want in your corner.
Yeah.
absolutely. So for a whole year, he would just bring that up. So year comes around, and I've been talking this thing up for a little bit, and so I've since graduated college. Congratulations to me. I started working a job. Congratulations to me. And got some friends outside of both school and work. Holler. Good job me on that one too. So Ferrandi's coming up again, and I start telling people, and it's like, I just want you to come. Like, you don't have to eat, but I want you to come. And I told them this whole story, everything I've told you up until now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, cool. The only problem is it's Thursday at like 9:00 at night, and some people have kids and like work in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
So I've been hyping it up for weeks, and it's night of the venue, and I show up, and same routine as the time before, like relevant to my life at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Show up, found great parking.
Nice.
That's
Good
how you
s-
know.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it was just like I was like half a block away.
That's a great sign.
was
It's like
just like-
when you tie your tie, you nail the length of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
First
yeah,
time
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I'm getting married today.
Yeah.
Yep. So great parking,
Okay.
and like that already like started the vibes. Like I'm walking in that place just
Mhm.
like grinning ear to ear.
Humming.
Yep. What's up? I had different groups of people there. So I had like my work friends,
Mhm.
and then like my old school friends, and like my friends' friends.
Mhm.
So before this event, like I'm bouncing around. I'm as
Oh, you're
social as I've
dancing.
ever been.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm working crowds in like 3 different ways. How y'all doing? Cool. Where's Hans?
Mhm.
And so
Now where the fuck is Hans?
they're running late, and I go to sign up, and this time I was like, I don't want any of you to do it. Like I would rather you just like be dispersed in the crowd and just make noise for me.
And it'd be way cooler as like a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the noise is gone.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. All the noise is gone, and we both got our own people.
Yeah.
And
You should have
so
done it like on the other side of him, like instead of next to him. You should have
Just
done it like
facing him?
here.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
dude.
we'll get there.
Fuck.
I think I might have a picture of that somewhere still.
Did you move your plate though, or like
No.
did they place you next to him and you said
No.
no? I'm gonna
No,
fucking
no, no.
stand right here.
So we'll get there. So they're Hans finally shows up, and I'm trying to lay low. It's like, all right, Hans is here. Like everybody's like,
Wait, yeah,
look,
everyone's whispering.
That's where he is. Like, look.
Yeah.
And so, but then like I see his name on like the sign up paper, and it's like literally a name like Jack Smith or something like that. And then in parentheses Hans. And it's like, which one of these is the alias,
In
dude?
parentheses, Hans, dude.
And so it's like, okay, they knew who he was, and they were advertising that too. I forgot to say that, like leading up to it. It's like, oh, like will Hans win his 10th?
Like it's a fight, dude.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
so funny.
His
But they're like
card.
only
He's got
talking
the
about
main card
Hans.
tonight.
Nothing about
Fuck that, dude.
Exactly.
You got a chip on your shoulder.
I should. I do. And so like he's walking around. I'm trying to hang low, and it's this time they didn't have it just like on the floor. They had it on the stage where like normally the bands would be and stuff like that.
Mm.
Instead of like, just like mosh, like around whatever. And And so it's on the stage, and they break it up again into like men versus women, and it's the same jokes or whatever. And so in between one of the events, Hans is walking around and he talks to my buddy Russ, and he's like, "Hey, like, aren't you the kid from last year?" And like he turned around, and he's like, "No, he's right there."
Ooh.
Like points at me, and like he knew that I was trying to duck Hans.
Yeah.
And he just puts him right to me.
Boy.
Yeah. I was like, "Thanks, Russ." And so he comes around, and he's like, "You're the guy from last year, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Man, like you were really close. Like, it's interesting how they do it every single year. Like they do it differently. Like one year it was like small sausages. One year they were cold. This year, like they're all the same length." Just like making small talk, but also in my mind, it's like, oh, you're just like going through every single time that you won. Like you just letting me know like what it was. Cause like before then, like all I knew is like if I break the record, then I can beat them. You know, like going in the first time. This time I was like, all right, if they're all the same length, then I just have to just be ahead of him every single time.
Yeah.
Like I think they're all like 14 inches or whatever. And so it's like, all right, if I can just finish mine before his, it's kind of like last year, but this time I know, so I don't have to like force feed myself. I'm not just like going into the dark. It's like I just have to beat this person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to eat as much as I can. I'm just trying to eat more than Hans. So like the guys group go up, and I would say this group of guys from that year were better than the year beforehand. Like they were like those two guys probably would have won if it wasn't for Hans last year.
Damn.
Like they were up there. Getting into it, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
Yeah.
So we finally get around to my turn. I mean, so it's like I was hoping that I wouldn't be in the same group as Hans, and fortunately I wasn't. And so
In the same heat.
in the same same round. So like on one hand, it's like, all right, you know, you have to at least beat those guys that are up there. Like, you know, their results now. And so one person I was with, Sage, did sign up for it. Sage worked at like a bank or something. Just got off of work, was still like in shirt and tie.
Nice.
And he signed up to do it because he was like he didn't do it last year. He was like, I want to see what it's like. And it was a good reference of like, okay, what is a normal person going to eat versus whatever. And so I told him
versus us.
Yeah. And so I told him, like, if you go up there before me, like get like stand in the middle, like don't stand on the edge. I want to be across from Hans.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it happened.
Nice.
And so you had Sage, this other random guy, and on the two ends of the table were Hans and I.
Nice.
Hans in his same lederhosen or whatever. I'm wearing like shorts and a Hawaiian shirt.
Hell yeah.
Two completely different vibes. You're all about that winter. I'm that cozy summer life right now. And they had like the trophy right in the middle of the table, like a plate with like the sausages piled up. I was very excited about it. So we're up there and they're talking Hans up. Everybody knows who Hans is. The MC's, you know, popping up Hans, and they start. And so I'm looking at the table, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab the thinnest one first, because if it's all length based now, like I'm just gonna get whichever one is like the least amount to eat. And so first thing, like, is grab it, start putting it down. And it's like, all right, if I can just finish this before Hans, I just gotta say it to Hans, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to set a pace necessarily. I'm just trying to be the rabbit. They're all making the same jokes as last year. It's all the same thing. Oh, look at him! Look at him putting down that sausage. How much sausage do you think he can take?
He didn't hit the joke book at all the last year. Over the course of the year, he had not written anything down.
No new material.
Oh, dude.
Wow. But what is different this year is, remember, I got a crowd. So of course, right away you got Hans. But you also got, let's go, Ben. Come on, Ben. You can do it.
A little
Ben.
different. I love that.
Yeah. And it's from like different parts of the crowd. So it's not just like all right here next to me. It's like way over there. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Loving it. And then I look at Sage, and Sage is just like chomping on a sausage, not necessarily trying to like make any pace. Like, Sage is there for the free meal.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this one you do not have to pay for. I forgot to mention that. Sage is there for the free
just
meal.
came from U.S. Bank.
Exactly.
USA Bank.
I think actually that's who we worked for. So
Nice.
And so you got
From
your
the
water.
Anchorage Credit Union.
Yeah,
Nice.
there you go.
Nice.
He's like, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I didn't take a lunch break today.
And so what I learned different from this time was like I started standing up. So both
Nice.
Hans and I were standing, like the way the the light was too, was like very dramatic effect. And so we got our sausages and our water, and I forget which sausage. This was probably like on sausage 2 or something like that, but like Hans is out of water. And like I tried to like beckon, like, hey, like Hans needs water, and nobody's paying attention. So I'm putting down a sausage. I go pour Hans some water.
Damn.
Go back on that
Damn,
side.
dude.
Keep eating.
Damn.
It's like I just gotta stay ahead of Hans. And so we're going back and forth, and just like the year beforehand, like Hans is doing his little spiral munchy thing, and he's picking up pace. He's picking up pace this time, just like he did the year before. And I'm just like trying to stay ahead. My strategy this time was like to break it in half and like start chewing it with my hands, essentially, like squeeze it and just like make it easier to put down.
Begins the digestion process earlier.
Exactly. Like
Nice.
I'm chewing it already, which is a good strategy to have.
Okay.
And then I'm using like the water to cool it down and just like swallow it with the water to like ease that process. So it's getting down to it, and Hans and I are quite close. Like we're both on the same number of sausage, and it's really like, okay, whoever can finish the next one and like get into the whoever can finish this one and get into the next one, like that's probably gonna win. So I got my people like starting to like cheer it up a little bit. The MC is starting to, you know, like getting more excited and all that stuff. And so it gets to, like the last sausage. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Oh my god!
The hairs are up.
Yep, the hairs are up. And so
This is a visceral moment right now.
I know. I'm just gonna let them keep rising. So we're getting close. Crowd starts chanting, 3 more inches, 3 more inches,
dude.
3 more inches.
The circle.
I know.
Yeah, dude.
It was just like, God,
Full
ooh.
circle.
And so I just mashed like the same way, like if you were doing anything and it's like, oh, I'm almost there. And you just like, you kick into that gear you never knew you had. I probably put down like 8 inches of sausage in 2 seconds.
Mashing.
Just put it down. And so, and like I get onto the next sausage and I'm just like trying to put it down. And I'm stuffing my face because I said like you could chipmunk it. So he's counting down like 10, 9. I'm just like cramming sausage into every little like nook and cranny of my mouth that I can. Time's up. My sausage is gone. Hans still has some of his.
Fuck yeah.
And so like because we were on the same number of sausage, it was obvious like who had won. And so the announcer's like, ladies and gentlemen, your new champion, crowd awfully pathetic, by a winner of 3 inches, Ben.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And so I come around, absolutely keep that rolling. And so I come around and you know, like full circle, and I beat Hans by 3 minutes. Sorry, by 3 inches.
Hell yeah.
And so they asked
Standing
me, do I want, because this time they had an option for like a jacket or a vest. And so they asked me like, which one do you want? And I just straight up grabbed the trophy first.
Fuck yeah.
I don't care about the jacket. I don't care about
Give
the
me that
vest. I don't
fucking
care.
trophy.
Give me that trophy. And so I grabbed my trophy, and I still have my mouth just like stuffed with food.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't smile because I don't want it to fall out. Like I'm literally pushing it back into my mouth while they're doing this thing because I don't want anything to be like, oh, like it came out, it doesn't count. And so I get off stage, and I go to a trash can, like I just empty my mouth, and I turn around, and like Hans's head just went like straight down. Stroke. Oh wait. Poor Hans, right? And then he kind of just like disappears. Like after I like saw him like just sort of put his head down, like I didn't see him in the crowd after that. Like I don't know what happened. And
Dude,
so
similar to how you put businesses out of place, he definitely just killed himself after that.
dude, so I kind of feel bad about this in some way.
You're kind of a villain, dude.
Am I?
Yeah, dude.
And so, you know, I'm celebrating now. Like I'm running from people that are like want to take pictures and like want to try some of the sausage and whatever. And this guy comes over to me and he's like, "Did you spit that food out?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You can't do that. You shouldn't have won." And I was like, "They said it was okay." He's like, "No, like you spit that food out. You shouldn't have won." I was like, "Well, go ask him." And so I see him go up to the stage and start talking to the MC, and the MC was like, "It's fine. Like it's done."
Yeah.
You know, like you were allowed to do that. But I don't see Hans. Like I can't do the same thing that Hans did to me the year before. And so I brought the trophy into me and to work with me the next day. And one of my coworkers, like he put it like in like the center of the clinic and was just like, "See that guy over there? He's the sausage king of Anchorage, Alaska."
Dude, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the sausage king.
There's your title.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sausage
and just like
king.
everybody
Fucking
that
nice.
everybody
Yeah.
that came in, he just like went out of his way. Like my mouth felt super salty that day. I forget what the total length was, but it was less than the year before. It was
Oh,
like maybe
interesting.
like 50 some inches.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but it was still enough to do the job.
Yeah.
And so I did that and no longer had Russ like pulling the 3 inches thing out on me. But like people had like Snapchats of that at the time and stuff like that. And like that video just like got me hyped because like people like they had like the 3 inches part and it has like my buddy Walter like laugh cheering in there, where it's just like there's no way that happened. It's like yeah,
Dude, fuck yeah.
and it just makes me feel really good on the inside. I
Hell
think I
yeah,
have
man.
it like on an external hard drive, so maybe I'll send it to you. And,
Hell yeah, please
put
do.
it up.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Well, congrats. Have you heard of Hans since then?
So the epilogue to this story is I was at Costco and walking around, and I saw this guy that looked like Hans.
When was this?
This was probably like later, like maybe in like August of that same year.
Oh,
August,
okay.
September. I don't know. It might have been longer than that, but it was like more in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
And so walking around, I see this guy that kind of looks like Hans, and but I already checked out in Costco, so I was like, I don't know how much like walking around I can do.
Yeah.
At this point, like at what point is it just weird?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'm trying to get like a good visual, but it's just like non-conclusive.
Mm-hmm.
But like same body shape, like same hairstyle as Hans, all that, like same like facial structure. At least
Mhm.
maybe like that's what I wanted to see. But never got that confirmation. But then after that, I had moved from Alaska to Seattle in that time
Mhm.
for like the year before, and people were like, "Oh, like, are you gonna come up and do it again? Like, are you like you and Hans are 1-1?" And I was like, I already beat him once. Like, I'm okay if he wins the rest of his life.
Yeah.
No,
beat him once.
Yeah.
like he knows he has
You're
that
the
one.
thorn.
He knows who the
Yeah.
sausage king
Yeah.
is, dude.
And-
who the
and-
real king is.
And like he knows I was close the other time, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm okay with that. He can win for the rest of his life.
You're gonna be like his one thorn, dude.
Yeah,
it's also
He's
way
an
cooler.
unblemished rose
yeah.
with just one fucking thorn.
It's way cooler to be like, for him to keep winning, but in the back of his mind, he's like, and for you to just be like, nah, I only did it once.
yeah, right. And I'd be like, who knows? Like
Yeah,
if
you
I would have had
went
my
on.
own legacy or whatever.
Win out on top.
But whenever I came around to it and I looked at the results, he didn't do it. He didn't do it the year after.
Dude, I'm telling you, he killed himself after that.
He didn't do it in so it was 2017. He didn't do it in 2018, and then I looked again in 2019. He didn't do it. 2020,
Damn.
nothing happened, and I don't think he's done it since then.
Damn.
So I
Shut it down.
Don't know if I put Hans into retirement. Like that was the next thing that Russ started saying. Was like, dude, like you destroyed this man.
Yeah.
Like you ruined him.
That was his thing, dude.
So
he had
That's
a
what I'm
different,
saying,
he had a
is
different
like-
fucking name
yeah.
for
so
this.
I think
Wow.
I think I just like I killed Hans, but I don't think I killed like Jack Smith or whatever. I think he's still
Oh
alive.
yeah,
But I think Hans is gone.
Hans died, dude.
Hans
Hans
is done.
died. And so that's the longest edition of that story that
Fuck
I've ever
yeah,
told.
dude. Nice. Well, good shit.
Thank you so much.
I just have a couple videos and then we can get out of here. But fuck yeah, dude.
This is a good time.
Okay, so you're reading. I mean, I don't really know how to transition. Well, I guess kind of. It's like you were saying, it's a mental battle.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single time you have to, convince yourself to have another bite, and just like keep on pushing the food
Mhm.
down,
Yeah.
and eating is harder than you think.
Yeah. So on a similar note, you're reading David Goggins' book.
Who's gonna eat the oats?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
I'm listening to it.
Okay. Is it him that's talking?
No, it's he's got a narrator, but I forget his name.
Good, because sometimes he can sound a little.
They do like
Illiterate.
they do like a breakdown at the end though of each chapter.
Oh, nice.
So the narrator will read the chapter, and then they like podcast together about the chapter
Oh, cool.
for like 10 minutes or whatever.
Is this a newer book or is this like his main one that he put out a while ago?
Yeah. Why am I'm blanking on the name of it? The first one was
Unbreakable or something?
Can't Hurt Me.
Can't hurt me.
And then the second
Whoops.
one was Never Finished.
Never
That's
Finished.
Right. Such a
Oh,
bad
it was a new
story
one.
already. Yeah, I'm reading his book. I don't know what it's called though.
Have you read
Never
Can't
Finished.
Hurt Me?
Yeah. So I listened to that one last year too.
Is it good?
Yeah. And dude, the more I listen to him, the more I appreciate it more just purely for the motivational factor.
Yeah.
He says the same shit every time. He
Yeah.
talks about how you're all soft as fuck. Like,
You gotta silence your inner bitch.
silence your inner bitch. You're soft. Just shut your brain up. Keep doing the thing you're doing. Right? But I don't know. I think there's some value to it.
Yeah, no,
from
definitely.
motivational factor. Like, it's funny because I stopped listening to it maybe like an hour and a half in because I was like, dude, I'm not in the mood for this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
There's some
I'm
more-
just trying to
yeah.
go to school today. I'm not trying to listen to how much this guy's doing that I'm
Yeah.
not doing, you know?
Yeah.
But then Austin said, he's like, well, that's the point. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, okay. you
But
know?
also, like, dude, there's sometimes when I'm like going like grocery shopping, I don't want to listen to David Goggins like calling me a bitch on
no, for sure.
like in my
I had
headphones.
You're
You know what I
buying
mean?
Cheerios.
two
just like-
broken tibias, and then I still ran 9 million miles.
I'm like,
and I'm
dude,
like, I'm
I'm
just trying to pick out some broccoli.
Yeah, man, I'm just buying bell peppers at Trader Joe's, dude. I don't want to like fucking talk about how much of a bitch I am right now.
No, and I agree, and I thought it was very situational.
No,
But
yeah, definitely.
but I just started listening to it again earlier this week.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of hit a plateau with my tri training,
Mm.
so I started listening to that again, and I had a pretty solid week of training. So.
Nice. What'd you do?
Well, we went on that run on, was that Saturday or Sunday?
This Sunday.
That was Sunday. That was a good run. That was a fucking long run.
Yeah, that was a long run.
That felt good. Got some new shoes, some new running shoes.
Nice.
Feel like some freaking pillows. Shout out Ultra. I know no free ads, but
Oh, nice.
Unofficial.
Ultra.
If they want to
sponsor.
sponsor, they
if
can.
you want to sponsor Ultra, I will wear your shoes for the rest of my life. And then I ran Lake Murray with Austin. That was a 10K we did.
Nice.
Finally got under an hour. I think it was 59:30
Fuck yeah.
on my time. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was
Hell yeah.
didn't swim this week, but I feel like swimming's kind of the easiest to attain.
Your swimming's gonna be fine. I was looking at your thing today, and your time is fine. Like you're gonna be fine at that. I suck
well,
at
I
swimming,
think
so
it's
that's the one
already
thing that I'm like-
well, it's the one thing that I can already do like most of the course of, like I can already do the 1,000 for what we're doing.
Oh yeah, I was talking about okay.
Oh, but for the Ironman, yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2.4 miles.
Oh, I
swim,
meant.
and-
I was talking about for ours. I was meaning like you're gonna be fine.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think for the Ironman too,
Yeah. True.
because it's 4,700, 4,400, something like that, and I can already do a 3,000. I think has been my longest swim.
Okay.
And I felt kind of fine after that. So I
Yeah.
can already do 3/4 of it. So it's like
Yeah. True.
I need to focus on this 7-hour bike ride and then this fucking
Yeah.
6-hour run. So
Dude, I met
Yeah,
someone.
dude.
I met someone yesterday, like a part of the party bus I was in that has done an Ironman, and so I'm just like hammered at this bar, just like, so what was your like training like? And then like halfway in this conversation, I was like, dude, honestly,
didn't need to know
I
that.
don't really fucking care.
yeah.
I'm interested in like this and this sport or whatever, and hearing your story, but I'm also like not in the headspace right now. Like I haven't eaten since 1 p.m.
Yeah. Oh, maybe, you know what? Never mind.
I'm
I
fucking
was kind of
hammered.
looking for the overview.
Yeah.
Of like,
You know those clip notes. Like
Yeah.
I run twice a week.
I run, bike, and swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 times total every week.
But what I did want to,
This
What
is
I-
a cool fucking sport, though.
yeah, it is cool. It's really expensive, but it's cool.
It's
like,
it is, but I feel like it's the barrier to entry isn't as bad as, or is pretty equitable to other sports.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
think
know,
about
dude.
Fucking
the
hockey,
bike,
dude.
Bike is probably like the most expensive piece.
Yeah, true.
And it's like that's
That's
really
kinda
like as much as you want to invest into that. Like you
Yeah,
can still
true.
do a triathlon and have like a heavier bike. You just gotta carry that
You
load.
could do it in a beach cruiser if you wanted to. It'd be really hard, but
yeah, and flip flops.
Well, you can
Yeah.
spend as much money as you want on
Yeah,
it.
true.
Like there's so many spots that you can spend money on, but
they're gonna make you like slightly faster.
right, like
Yeah.
a lot of, I mean, I don't know what extra stuff that you can spend money on that's necessarily going to make you faster. Like at the end of the day, you can do it on like a
A newer
bike from the 1990s.
Two broken tibias.
Yeah, 2 broken tibias if you're not a bitch.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do it on like a 1990s bike that's well serviced. You can just get a good pair of running shoes and
yeah, true,
like a wetsuit, or
True.
do it in a place that's not cold.
true. What I did want, the reason why I brought up David Goggins, well, one, I wanted to hear about his book, but also what I wanted to hear about was, well, first of all, we were talking about this the other day, but do either of you talk to yourself? Like, well, Ben, do you like do you run at all, or like go on bikes and stuff, or like,
no.
or do any like, do you ever talk to yourself when you're working out? Like hyping yourself up? Well, I guess you did for the sausage thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I did for the sausage thing. I also had like external hype for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I guess you don't need to be like running or biking.
yeah.
but
Yeah. I
do
mean,
you
like,
talk to yourself when you work out? Not in like I have to do this later, but as like a,
right. Am I my own hype man?
yeah.
I think in some ways, one of the things I've been trying to do is like different different strategies like in that headspace of like, you know, is it self-talk or is it just like sort of like focus on particular details of the task? Like instead of like talking to me, it's like, all right, like these things need to, like these are the things that need to be accomplished.
Okay, nice.
But then sometimes it's also just like, I don't know, just like throw on reggae with a groovy bass line, just like vibe out and like don't think, don't talk. And it's just like, just do the thing.
Shut up and do it.
Just do the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just execute and like have a good time doing it.
Okay.
And that's been working for me, I think, for the most part lately. It's just like, just have fun with it. You know, it's like a Dragon Ball Z example for like Vegeta, the short man that's always angry.
Oh, okay.
And like he's just like mad and like tries to like rage his way into success.
Yeah.
Versus like Goku's always having fun and he's the one that's like, you know, number one.
Okay.
So, you know, carry that over a little bit and just like have fun when I do it. But I don't know if there's like, all right, Ben, like you can do this. Like, come on, man. Like you got it.
Oh, okay. See, I'm more that.
But I also don't do things that are like necessarily long in duration that may necessarily need that. Like if I'm doing it, it's like for a 15-second or less activity.
Oh, okay. Like
not enduring in any way.
What about you? Do you talk to yourself at all?
Not out loud. I think more in my head.
I say it out loud. I mean, like I won't be like at the Y.
You sounded like you were waiting for me to ask you if you talk to yourself.
What I was gonna say.
Do you not want this?
Not right now. My neck is getting tired of being turned.
I like when I go to the Y and work out, you know, I'll think about it in my head because I'm not going to be like that guy at the Y that's just like, fuck all you motherfuckers. I'm outworking everyone in this bitch. Yeah, dude. But that's what I'm thinking, dude. I'm like, I'm outworking everyone in this fucking place, dude. Should I answer this? Should Helena be on the pod?
You can always take it out later.
Won't. Yeah, that's nice.
Helena Tracy, you're live on the Firing All Tuesdays podcast. How's it going?
I can call you back after.
Not stoked.
I love ya.
You don't want to be on the pod?
You're live. Calling in.
No.
Okay.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Every time.
But yeah, so
for whenever he cuts to here, Helen did not want to be talked to.
Yeah, no, she didn't. No, I'm gonna keep it in. No, when I'm at the Y, I'm in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm outworking everyone in this fucking place. Like, fuck all these people. But then when I'm, dude, I know,
dude.
I know that's what's funny.
You're probably one of the youngest guys there.
I know that's what's so like good about it.
So he's right about it.
Yeah. Right. That's what fuels me though. Is I'm like, dude, fuck all these people. Like I'm outworking them. Like I get so fired up about it.
Gerald. You're 73.
And then there's like
osteoporotic.
These like 8-year-olds on the fucking elliptical that are like moving it.
Yeah, just trying to increase the bone density, dude.
No, but then I'll like go out and like when I did that ride on Saturday, I you know, like there's a bunch of bikers out and there's also like people walking and shit, and I'm just like on my bike like, come on motherfucker, let's go. And then like I'm climbing up a hill and I'm like, get it done, let's go, get it done. And everyone's
out
walking
loud?
by. Yes, out loud. I'm screaming it to myself. I'm like, get it done, let's go. Get the job done. But anyways, I felt like David Goggins because I saw this video on Instagram. This is what I want to show you. I saw this video on Instagram of him. Dude, have you seen this? It's him running, or it's his. I think it's
where he calls out Tim.
I think it's his wife filming.
So ever since I've known David,
have you seen
and
this?
Guy get together like once a month and run this 30-mile
Every
course.
dog has its day, dude.
Her reaction is my
without fail,
favorite in this
every
video.
Time I come to pick them up, David's always lagging behind. Well,
oh sorry.
the first time they're running today since David's leg surgery 2 years ago, and I was fully expecting to see David way off this guy's pace. And I don't know what happened, but I've already passed that guy about 2 minutes ago, and here. So what happened?
Finally broke his ass! Fucking every time he comes into town, I question my fucking fitness. Now he's back there somewhere, questioning his own fucking fitness.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
I saw him.
he's owned a fucking timeshare in my fucking head for years. When he comes into town, he checks into it. I'm the landlord of that bitch now. You know mile 14?
Oh, yeah.
That 2-mile climb?
Yeah.
You know, mile 14.
Of course.
I marked it the other day. I marked it. Could always drop off somewhere in there. I said, not today, bitch. I felt his breath. I heard his breath. And I did like this, and I heard it.
What's that?
He said, what's that? I said, I got something for you, ass bitch. I found his weakness. I know his weakness.
What is it?
It's fucking pain. Pain gives them fucking doubt.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Thanks,
Cool.
dude. I was just asking if you want some water.
Yeah.
But I can't fucking stop because you'll see me. I give them fucking hope. So guess what? I've been fucking licking my lips for a long time now. So you know what I do when I'm dehydrated?
Oh yeah.
I see you up there.
See ya, Roger.
Okay, cool.
Good job,
ever
David.
since I've
Dude,
known
that was
David,
so-
me and this guy
Yeah,
get together,
dude.
She's like,
once
"What
a
are you
month, we
doing?"
run
He's like,
30
"This motherfucking Tim."
Yeah, dude.
Cooking
It's like, okay, I just wanted to see if you wanted water, dude. Like, okay. That's David Goggins, though.
That's the first time I've ever heard him talk.
Really?
That's my first.
That's like how he
experience.
always. I mean, he just
Was
doesn't.
that your first interaction?
Yeah.
With David Goggins?
Yep.
I'm fucking crying. That's so fucking
I know.
funny.
She's just like, okay, honey, I'll see you at the top.
So you don't want water?
Yeah. It's like, I'll give him hope. She's like, I can just hand you a water bottle, dude. Just
You have
like,
one in your hand.
I have it. I have it with me right here. I'll just give it to you.
To the top.
Yeah. So that's who he is, dude.
I know what his weakness is.
Well, have you
Pain.
seen the boats and logs thing?
Probably. I mean, pull it
I
up.
mean, this is also absurd, dude. It's him in the gym just like screaming. Oh, wait, hold on.
This motherfucker Tim, he passed me the other day.
Yeah, dude.
So I
Sorry.
spray painted that
An
spot on the
ad.
ground.
Yeah, god damn. Just giving ads for all these fucking places.
Not endorsed by DSW.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Energy. Let it out.
Have either of you seen this?
No. He's inclined pressing 95 pounds.
Machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house.
Yeah, there's just like 45s on
13,
each
come
side.
14.
Which is
come
a
on.
lot, but
15. Shut that muscle down. 16. Come on. Get it. 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it.
They don't know
18.
me, son.
Get it.
They don't know
19.
me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got
They
some
don't know
more in
me,
you.
son.
21. Yeah.
Yeah, but the
get it
consistency
again.
in that though, dude.
Come on. We want to see it.
Like to hold that
22.
energy level.
Who's gonna carry the boat and the logs?
that's my favorite
you,
part.
buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24.
Man, dude,
One
he's
more,
fucking
David.
rapping it.
Who's
One more.
gonna carry the boats?
You're gonna do it. You're gonna
And then
do
just,
it.
like,
You're
war
gonna do
flashbacks.
it. You did it. Yeah.
Who's gonna carry the fucking boats?
Dude, like just bench.
She's like, get out of yeah,
just bench, dude.
Just wipe the seat, please.
yeah,
Like,
just fucking bench, dude.
Like the job that you have to have like as a spotter to be also be able to like keep that hype with
Yeah.
them. And
You,
that's a good
buddy.
point. Are you like that you buddy? Like
Yeah.
that sounded not very sincere. Like
Who's
that
gonna
didn't
carry
come from
the
like a
boats?
place of belief. It's just like you buddy.
man.
are.
You.
So I don't
But
know. I don't know if I could have that.
Also, I
job
like
as a guy
imagining
from-
David getting up right after that and being like, "All right, your turn," and the guy's just like, "Okay, man." And he does like 5,
Right.
and David's like not spotting him. He's like, "Dude, I can't," and he's like, "Help," and
David's like, you're not done. Your brain just thinks you're
"You gotta
done.
carry the fucking boat. Stop being a pussy." And the guy's like, "Oh my god, dude, David, lift it off of me, dude. I need help."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's David Goggins, dude. Okay. Do you want to talk about your fajitas bit? Do you have anything to say about that?
Not really. I don't think this
Okay.
is yeah.
I mean, we can watch this, but the main one I want to watch is this one. So let's just do the wolves one instead. Dude, this video is so absurd. I saw it today. I was crying laughing watching this video. This video is so fucking stupid.
When wolves greet, they will want to lick inside your mouth. This is perfectly normal for them, and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis. The leading female Marit
So
was very
fucking gross,
insistent
dude.
on licking the inside of my mouth for affirmation, so I allowed her to, all the while acknowledging the strict pack order. When
Someone
wolves
said
greet,
white people.
They will want to lick
Someone in the
inside
comment,
your
for
mouth.
those that are listening that
This
are
is
not watching, dude, this white chick just is like in the fucking wilderness in the snow, and these wolves come out to her, and she just opens her mouth, and the wolf starts licking the inside of her mouth, and she says that's how you're supposed to fucking greet them.
Like the same way a dog would lick the inside of a peanut butter jar.
Dude, I was just gonna say it, dude. She was treating her mouth like a Kong. Like,
Ew, dude. Ew, dude. Like so fucking gross, dude. Also, just like don't hang out with wolves. You don't need to be around wolves. Like if I'm in nature, someone's gonna get killed because of this. They're gonna be in nature and see a pack of wolves and be like, "Oh no, dude, trust me, I can bond with them. Just give me a second." They like walk up to the wolf and like open their mouth, and the wolf just chomps at their fucking neck and kills them. Dude, all the comments are like, "White people are insane, dude." Dude, so fucking dumb. I saw that video on someone's story today. I was like, "This is wild, bro. What the hell?"
But how do you get there? Like, how do you train a wolf to do that?
Dude, also, wait. Okay, I thought I clicked. Oh, wait, no, it's this one. Oh, I put it in. Oh, maybe it didn't update yet. Oh, it is this.
All while respecting the pack
Wait,
order.
why is that linking to Instagram? It's YouTube. Oh, that's weird. Whatever. There's a YouTube video of like the full video of it. We didn't really have to watch it, but she broke down like why.
The science behind it.
Yeah, here, this is it. How wild wolves greet each other.
When wolves greet, they will want to lick.
Fuck.
Are you putting this in the?
Yes.
This
Okay.
is perfectly normal for
Wait,
them,
hold on.
and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis.
Oh my
Don't
god.
tolerate it. You should allow this, as they will trust you more and can learn everything about you as a person.
Like,
which
just do that
includes
instead.
Your body chemistry,
Or just close
if
your
you are
mouth,
sick or
dude.
Well, what you have eaten, and also
Those are
if you
big
are
animals.
kind and non-threatening to
That
them.
background looks fake.
Body movements should be calm and
Oh, it does.
fluid.
Next time I see Ollie, I'm just gonna walk up to it and open my mouth.
Making you look threatening. So gently is the answer.
Yeah, that's a
This
big
is why
dog.
women are often more readily accepted by wolves than men, as men naturally exhibit heavier movements, have a taller stature, and a deeper voice. The leading female was very insistent on licking the inside of my mouth for affirmation, so I allowed her to.
That's it, dude.
Do you have to lick the wolf back?
No, you're just like opening your mouth. That's so
That's
fucking
like
weird. What are the
Vince,
comments?
Vince has tears on his face.
Someone said, "Thanks. I hate how wild wolves greet each other." It's no,
Dude,
it's
that
normal.
was so
It's
funny.
normal for wolves, not for humans. This is fucking nasty.
This is how the next virus is going to spread.
What else? We got any other comments? Someone just said,
Yeah, how did
based.
COVID 2024 start? It's
Yeah.
like-
God damn, bro. All right. Well, last thing. Do you either of you have any intrusive thoughts that have come into your mind recently?
I do, but because of my line of work, I'm not going to say that.
Okay, perfect. Ben, do you have any or no?
Any intrusive thoughts lately?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. I can't think if I had any.
Usually it's just like song bits that'll get stuck in my head
Mm.
or whatever,
Mhm.
but not like,
Yeah.
self-affirming, nice English, self-affirming or doubtful thoughts.
Okay.
Well,
What-
I think one of the ones. Sorry, I just thought of one. I think one of the ones I think about a lot is like how much power you have at the steering wheel of a car.
Yeah. I think about that often too.
Where, especially like on the Coronado Bridge, I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could ruin a lot of fucking days right now.
You just turn right.
You could turn right, or you could turn left and
Oh,
like
yeah. yeah.
occlude the entire fucking
Yeah,
island
true.
for the next 6 hours.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
No one's getting on or off that island.
Yeah, true. You have to go all the way around. Yeah, mine comes more with like someone's talking to me and I'm just like, what would happen if I just like punch this person as hard as
Dude,
I possibly
get that
could?
same one.
Like, it's not even that I like don't like this person. It's just like what like like I'm more curious about like the fault, like the immediate seconds after that.
Like with everyone around you.
Yeah.
Like what would this guy next to me at this table
if I just
do?
like wound up and as hard as I could like punch this person in the face.
Cold cocked him.
Yeah. And then like what would everyone do? What would I do? Would I be like,
Like, what would
oh
you-
fuck, sorry. It's so awkward. Like
sorry.
immediately like all your friends are like,
That's
okay, we're not inviting this person out ever again. Like that would change the dynamic of like your and your friend's relationship forever.
It would
I mean,
change
that
the
happened-
trajectory of your life.
No one would
happened,
ever forget that.
To the basketball team in Oakland.
What happened?
The Warriors. I guess at one of the beginning of the season, like one of the players like knocked out another player on the team.
Yeah, Clarkson. Have you seen that video?
No.
So there's like one of the younger guys on the
Draymond.
team, Jordan Clarkson.
And
It was like
Jordan Poole.
It was yeah, sorry, Poole. Yeah, not Clarkson. It was Poole, you're right. There's like practice footage of them at whatever their facility is, and him and Draymond get into it because Draymond's such a bitch, dude, and like argues with everyone. They get
Such a
into
bully.
it. There's no volume. It's like the security cam footage, dude. Also, I heard that it was like an intern or someone that filmed it. It was like the security footage, and they filmed it, and then it fucking leaked.
Mhm.
But Draymond like shoves him or something, and then Poole fucking punches him in the face, and then it got leaked, and everyone was like,
Oh no, Draymond knocked Poole out, like straight up, just like knocked him out.
"Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah." Sorry, I explained that bad, but
Yeah.
whatever.
No, Draymond
But then-
Green knocked out Jordan Poole, and like they still had to like sit next to each other in the locker
Yeah.
room or whatever.
And then if you see them like later on in the season, you can see like their relationship is just like Draymond
Empty.
goes over him to like dap him up or whatever, and he just like shoves him off of him. Dude, that'd be
Damn.
so awkward.
Right.
The rest of the season, you're just like,
yeah, because you got the whole
this
team that
motherfucker
just like
punched
saw
me,
that
dude.
happen.
Yeah. So I
And
guess that's
then-
what happened.
And the coach was like, "Oh, well, it's just like it's just normal locker room stuff."
Yeah, he's gonna be PC about it.
Draymond let his intrusive thought win, dude.
I think he does that a lot.
Yeah, he does. Well, side note, also real quick, there was a video the other day of it was yesterday of Charles Barkley. He was with like the TNT crew
Yeah.
for the Stanley Cup,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, he's good friends with Biz.
and he was really he was talking shit to Biz because Biz said that Hank is better looking than Tom Brady, and
Ooh.
and Biz was like, "Oh, I'll do a comparison, Ben."
Thank you. I don't know who Hank is.
He was the goalie for the Rangers for a long time.
Henrik
Just like
Lundqvist,
a
Oh.
Swedish.
not Henrik Larsson.
Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't call him Hank though.
Oh yeah.
Henrik.
Yeah.
I know by his
Lund-
last name. I'm on a first name
Dude,
basis with
Chuck
the
kept calling him
Rags.
Harry. Oh, that's him.
Better
And
looking
the
than
point,
Brady?
I think-
the point
yeah,
that Biz brought up was like, dude, that's natural. He didn't need hair plugs like Tom Brady did.
Ooh, are we sure about that?
You should put his picture up, and then how much do you think he gets his haircut for?
How much?
Oh, you know the answer, right?
Yeah. He was the goalie for the New York Rangers. Like never won a cup.
Oh, they
but
talked
just
about
like
this
a very
recently.
like good-looking personality around New York City.
Is he married? He probably got so much pussy in New York, dude.
$3,000.
He's Swedish, dude.
I don't know.
He's sweet. He
How
has,
much
like,
is his
2
haircut?
kids.
How much is his haircut?
He pays like $20 for that. He has
Oh,
just
that's
like,
right.
He just
That's
has
right.
like
Yeah, yeah,
some
yeah.
guy that he found that cuts his hair.
Yeah,
that
'cause he
well,
didn't wanna
and
say it
He'll
on-
never say it.
Yeah.
No, he still won't tell Biz.
But Biz was like, "Do you have eyes, Chuck? Like he's sitting right next to you. Open your fucking eyes." And like Wayne Gretzky's sitting right next to him. They're talking
Yeah.
about like good-looking dudes.
Yeah, look at
And
that.
Wayne's
dude.
just like, dude. Also, did you see the picture of Wayne Gretzky and Lil Wayne yesterday?
No, I saw Lil Wayne at the game.
Dude, there's a picture of both of them next to each other. I screenshot it because I was gonna send it to you. Is it still my?
Dude, like Wheezy, buddy.
You know, Wayne was just
Wheezy
like,
F,
you know,
dude.
Gretzky was just like,
Who is this?
What the fuck, dude? Wayne is just so
Wayne
high.
squared is what the NHL said.
Yeah.
God, guys.
So stupid, dude. All right, that about wraps it up.
Dude, congrats on a year.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Pretty
you're
pumped on that.
podcasting?
Yeah,
Nice work.
Last week was a year.
Number 53 last week.
And what's
This
the name of
this
the
is
show?
episode 53.
Oh.
Firing all Tuesdays.
All Tuesdays?
Firing all Tuesdays. Every
Nice.
Tuesday, 7 a.m.
Great.
Sometimes like 11 a.m. because I get copyrighted, so I have to edit it and re-upload it. So sometimes it's not 7 a.m. But it'll be Tuesday. It'll every single Tuesday.
Perfect. Well,
yeah.
if that's the case, then use code FAT20 for Ultra for 0% off your next order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it at checkout and see if it works. It definitely will.
FAT,
Probably will.
FAT20.
Yeah.
Firing all Tuesdays.
FAT20.
1 year anniversary discount code.
They're gonna fucking strike this episode and be like, take that down. We do not endorse any of what you talked about on there.
Yeah, your fucking loser brother
Yeah.
wearing our shoes. He's a nobody, dude.
For now.
Yeah,
For now, dude.
for now.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Subscribe on YouTube.
Smash
You
that
know
like
the whole
button.
deal. Rob, love you.
I've never been able
Um,
to say that on air.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
share with your friends.
Smash
5-star review on all platforms.
Do a tango with that
Yeah.
subscribe button.
Dance a little bit. Take it out to dinner. Go get a haircut with it with Hank.
Dance a little bit. You should do that the outro.
What?
Dance
I
a
don't
little bit and play your little jam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't because I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, all right. You just buy the song. It's fine.
I have to pay like thousands of dollars for that. All right.
No, you got a good outro. That is one thing I like about this pod is the outro.
Thanks.
The one thing I like is when it ends.
And now.
Bah!